All right, looks like I'm live. How's it going, guys? Happy Friday. As you guys can see in the title, not so good here, but we're going to try to have a good time anyway. So I'm going to talk about this disaster of a rifle that came in today that is kind of a big letdown because I was really looking forward to doing a review on it. And yeah, I'll get into that in a minute. But anyways, if you guys have any good news, leave it in the stream. Try to cheer me up because wait till you see this hot mess that I got in today. Ugh. How's it going, Mateo? What's happening, man? Chuck Kaplan. He said it's almost time. Yeah, man, I'm just about 8 minutes late here. Sorry to keep you guys waiting, but I'm sitting there dealing with, when I say hot mess, like this thing's such a hot mess, I don't even have to turn the heat on. It's like heating the whole room up. It's like, yeah. But anyways, look, here's how I do my reviews, guys. And Classic Firearms is probably going to be mad at me. James River Arms is going to be mad at me. James River Armory, they're going to be mad at me. But you know what? It is what it is. If you guys notice, when I do my reviews, I'm literally pulling it out of the box. And I know all the guns I've reviewed lately, it's like, man, every gun this guy gets is great. Well, yeah, actually, like, look at this gun here. I did the video on this last week. I did it as a premiere. A lot of you guys were hanging out in there. This thing for like $330, I'm like completely stoked. Now, I haven't had a chance to shoot it yet, okay? If it jams up on me on the range, well, I'll let you guys know. But as of now, I'm excited, okay? These Taurus guns I've been reviewing, these are great guns so far. They literally are. Like, I bought these thinking that I didn't know. Like, I remember back with the Millennium, like we all remember that, right? Like so bad they had to pay class action lawsuits and stuff. So I bought these being a little skeptical, but so many people were saying they were good. I'm like, I'll give it a try. And now you guys know that I love these Taurus guns, the G2C, the G3, the G2S. So it just happens to be I've had a good run of guns lately, guys. And I'm just showing you my honest opinion. And I'm going to do an actual regular standalone video, but you guys are kind of like, you know, my closest friends, as the saying goes. So I'm going to show you guys what I opened up today, and I'm going to have to describe to you kind of how it went down at the gun shop when I got it in. Man, like literally, you guys know how big of an AK guy I am, right? AK, milsurps, all that kind of stuff. And like for somebody to be coming out with a Galil that actually looked pretty correct, you know, the correct looking lightning cuts, the Hebrew lettering on it for the selector, just by all the pictures when Classic came out with this JRA, and I'm saying Classic, I'm mixing them in with this because I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but JRA has gone like to where Classic's their exclusive provider, so or retailer, whatever, wholesaler. So whatever. I was pretty excited, guys. Like literally, like not quite like nervous on the first day of school, giddy like you are when you're a kid, but I actually had to sit there and watch a couple Galil videos before I could fall asleep last night. I was that excited that it was going to arrive today, and that's usually how it goes. You get excited about something, and it ends up becoming your worst nightmare. And yeah, I'll show you guys in a second after I say hi to everyone. But you know, let's cut to the chase here, guys. I spent $1,000 on a gun that I really looked forward to. It's a completely and utterly piece of crap, and we're going to see what happens. You guys are going to get the raw unboxing. Because look, here's the problem. And I'm not trying to knock anyone individually, but here's the problem with a lot of these gun channels, why it's hard to trust people. You notice some of these guys that get free guns, every time they show a gun, it's perfect. And then there's another channel out there more and more that every time they show a gun, it's a complete garbage. And you just feel like these reviewers have an agenda, right? Like they either have to get people happy to get paid or they have to knock on someone to get paid. Well, that's not what this channel is. See, the beauty about me being a small channel and no one's even offering me free guns, so I'm not even tempted by it, you know? But I'm paying for these. My Patreon supporters are helping me pay for them. So some people I see in here right now, some good people, are helping me pay for this stuff. So, hey, I paid for almost all of this out of my own money, but technically 5 or 6 of you in here have a little bit of stake in this game, a little bit of teeth in it, because, you know, I took my Patreon money that cleared. they take a little bit of fees out of Patreon. It's not bad though. They don't rip you off. Just nothing over the cost of like a standard credit card processor. So whatever, minus the nominal fees. I did dump my Patreon money into my, checking account, put it towards with other money I had with my debit card, and bought the gun. So they literally, yeah. Let me say hi to you guys. I'm trying to get in a good mood, but it's like literally like I was looking so forward to showing you guys this gun and how excited we were all going to be and how cool it was going to be. It's the biggest piece of crap I've ever seen in my whole life, but we'll get into it in a minute. Okay. Let's see here. Who else popped in here? Poor conservative already. Jeez. Yeah. You ain't kidding, man. Tactical review. What's happening, man? Brother man, he said, good news, it didn't snow today. Thank you, sir. I told you I needed some good news from you guys. So he's right. Today was a good day. It didn't snow. Yeah, no, you're right, man. You're right. Got to put everything into perspective. Tactical review. Yeah, as opposed to somebody else. And that's, it seems like everything he touches breaks. I don't know, man. I'm not going to get into that. There's no reason for me to ever knock anybody, like, personally. I don't care. But you're right. Yeah, that channel you're talking about, everything they touch breaks, like, instantly. Like, here's the next review, okay? Hold on, guys. Yeah, tactical review. You might get a joke out of this. Like, literally, if this was the item being reviewed, okay? It's not tube steel, guys. Look. Okay, see that? If this was the item being reviewed, somehow, by hitting it with this 12-ounce rubber-tipped hammer, tink, it would break in half. So, no, guys, my channel's never going to be like that either. Trust me. But, all right. No, basically what I've been going on this long ramble about is, look, guys, if I open up this $300 T-Sauce 1911 clone and I love it, you're going to see that I love it, and you're going to see the enthusiasm, okay? If I open up a hot smoke and steaming pile of mess, you guys are going to see that too. And they won't like it, but here's the deal. It doesn't matter if they like it or not, because that's kind of sort of like the great thing about this country. You can kind of speak the truth even if people don't like it. So whatever. What are they going to do to me? I'm not going to say anything that's inaccurate. I'm not going to degrade anybody personally. I'm just going to show you guys this gun. And if they don't like it, sorry about your luck. You didn't send it to me. I didn't sign any NDAs with anybody, so I can talk about whatever the heck I want. I'm not going to libel anyone. I'm not going to slander anyone. I'm just going to say the truth and show you guys. How about this? And as soon as I get done saying hi with everyone, I'm going to show you guys this gun, and you guys can decide what you want to call it. Maybe one of you will think it's good. I already know that. Now that I say that, someone's going to come in here and be like, oh, man, that's the nicest gun ever, just to mess with me. But Explicit. What's happening, Explicit? How's it going? Jeremy Wilson. How's everyone doing this weekend? You know what? I'm going to basically turn this into the best weekend ever, but I just opened up a big pile of mess, like, right before this video. Yeah. But no, it's all good. Brastard, I turned into a Taurus. Well, I didn't really turn into one, because just so you know, I am a Taurus and always have been one since I was born. So, you know, astrology, in my sign or whatever, I am a Taurus. So, yeah. That's 100% true. Francis Sullivan, what's happening, man? Love your channel. Thanks a lot, man. I love you being here, Francis. I appreciate it. Tonight's not the positive review night, but we'll have fun anyways. And I want to do a little Q&A. I'm not going to dwell on this gun all night. Trust me. Treyor, what's happening, Trey? How you doing, man? He says, you know you love the AK more than the Galil. Well, yeah. I mean, I have a bunch of AKs, and I have, I don't know, kind of sort of a Galil. I have something that was sold to me as a Galil. I'll leave it at that. Ribo009, what's happening? Do I have everyone in here? Guns and Cars. What's happening, Guns and Cars? How you doing, man? Yeah, I'm kind of burned out. You guys will see this in 1 second. I'll show you the pieces that fell out of the gun. We'll look at those. I'll show you guys the type of hammer I had to use to get it open. Yeah, it's all true. But, yeah. Guns and Cars. Yeah, glad I finally know who you are, man. You've been following me on IG. I've been following you for a while now. You have a totally different name over there. But, yeah. I'm glad I could finally line up, you know, who's who. Vanessa Kitty, what's happening, Vanessa? How you doing? All right, guys, I got screwed pretty good on this, so give me a few thumbs ups here to help me out. Not too many thumbs ups yet, so if you like it, give me a thumbs up there. And you guys want to look at this? You guys want to look at this Galil? You guys in the mood to look at some? I'll just leave it at that. Do you guys want to look at the Galil? Gun Squawk 44. How's it going, Gun Squawk? Will's World of Weapons. What's happening, man? Vanessa Kitty's got some cool patterns in mind for holsters. Nice, nice. Oh, just so you guys know, I have a holster for the G3, and it's really, really cool. It's an awesome holster. So if anyone needs a holster for a G3, before you buy one, hold on for a couple days because the one I found is awesome, and it's a really good price too. And I've already uploaded the video. I don't like to put a video out on my stream night, so look for it like at the very beginning of next week. Anyone looking for a G3 holster, okay? It's a really, really cool one. Thanks, Trey Orr. Yeah, I've been, you know, eating good for a while now. I remember talking to you guys back in the springtime, and I said, you know, I'm really trying to lose some weight, and I got a long ways to go. I'm still probably more overweight than any of you guys, but yeah, I am down to a little over 50 pounds now that I've lost, and maybe 40, 50 more, and I'll be good to go. But yeah, I'm finally able to wear my jeans, you know, with my belt buckle without it digging in quite so much, you know. I've always been a belt buckle guy, but when your gut hangs over it too much, it kind of hurts. So yeah, you know. But yeah, I'm still overweight, guys. But yeah, if you can just let me brag a little bit, I'm about half, you know, what I was. BEM Freedom, what's happening, man? How you doing? I want to go shooting with you soon, man. You know what happened to me because of the business that both of us are in. I still was doing fall cleanups. That 9-10 inches of snow we got just dumped down. I'm actually waiting a couple more days, and I'm going to try to hit the last couple really hard this Saturday and Sunday and Monday because it's like a complete and utter mess when you go out there when it's all wet. I've seen some crews struggling today, but whatever. I didn't want nothing to do with it today after it rained all day. BEM Freedom, you guys know him, don't you? He's a local guy to me. You know, me and him have known each other in a past life with our businesses that crossed paths many years ago, right here in the local area. So, shout out to BEM Freedom. Go check his channel out, guys. He's a good dude. I know him personally. So, before we get to see the Galil, guys, the hot garbage, I want to see as many of you as possible go over there and hit up BEM Freedom's channel. He really is a good dude. You guys probably know him on here already because he's been around the gun tube forever. So, explicit. He dodged the bullet on the SIG P365 gremlins. That's good, man. Dog Dad, how was work today? I don't even remember what happened today. After I opened this rifle up, that's all I could think about. Let's put it this way. I was looking for some E-clips. All I could find is some snap rings, but I don't have the right pliers with me. We'll show you in a second. I have the whole hardware bin out for this Galil. Okay. Vanessa Kitty's already a member. Right on. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the kind words. I appreciate it. You guys are talking leather versus Kydex, some holster talk. Jared Flowers. How's it going, Jared? Went to the range today with the G3, and man, that thing is amazing. No jams until I put in a 32 Pro Mag. You know what? I'm going to do a video about that, guys. I'll give you guys a sneak peek, and then I promise we're going to go right to the Galil. But look, with your G2C, just remember this, guys. G2C, G3. I know the SIG P226 mags work. They flock in. They kind of sort of work, but they're not the exact same mag, and it's going to look, I think this is going to be a good video. Let me know what you guys think. But I'm actually going to take these MacGuard 226 mags, and I'm going to get some calipers out, and I'm going to literally show you guys that compared to the openings on the catch and some of the dimensions that actually do matter, they're not the same as the Taurus mags. So that's why. And for those of you guys that are newer to the channel or maybe skip some videos, go back and look at my Taurus playlist if you're interested. You'll see I was having problems with my G2C with steel cased ammo in these SIG mags. I upgraded the spring on one of them. It helped some. It helped for the brass, but it still couldn't overcome a little bit of stacking of tolerances, if you will. So here's the deal. My G2C with the 12-round OEM mags, flawless. Any type of ammo I've ever put it in it, seriously, never had a problem yet. G3 have not had a problem yet with it, with its 15 and 17-round OEM mags. Now, you can take the G3 mags, throw them right into the G2C. Those work perfect. They work just as well as the 12s from my testing. If something changes, I'll let you guys know. But the G3 mags are cut exactly the same as the OEM G2C mags. These SIG mags absolutely are not. And that Metgar mag that Jared was talking about is absolutely not the same either. Okay, so for range mags, they're fun. I've had them work better with brass than steel, but they're just nothing I would ever protect my life with, okay? And I'm just being honest with you guys. Nothing against them. They're awesome. I still have them. I still use them at the range. I love my, spacers, some Bloody Wheels. How about Bloody Wheels? He's an awesome dude, by the way. Couldn't recommend his product more. But, yeah, we'll have a separate video on that. Guns and cars, sweet. Love the Taurus playlist, he says. Nice. Josh Benware's in the house. What's happening, Josh? Raphael Davis, how you doing, man? He's just now getting the notification. And that's why I kind of just BS with you guys in the beginning, because I've realized how this works. It's 10, 15, 20 minutes before everyone gets their notifications. And it's just what they do, They'd probably rather nobody came in here and we just melt all of our guns down and make statues out of them. That's what they really like. Remember that actor? Who was that actor we were just talking about the other day? Was it Sean Penn? Yeah. So Sean Penn, I think it was. He owned a bunch of guns, big gun collection, many of them antique, some of them like almost priceless range. Well, he got with this chick. She's famous too, but I can't remember her name. Some libtard. I don't even know her name, but they were engaged, right? And she said, I won't marry you till you melt all of your guns down and make me this statue. Do you guys remember this story? So he melted his whole gun collection down and made her this metal statue with it. And then after the statue was made, and she got him to literally melt all of his guns down into a statue, then she said, nah, the engagement's off. I won't marry you anyway. She left him, kicked him to the curb. No guns, no woman. Isn't that funny? Now, I'm going to say he deserved it, because any guy that's going to melt all of his guns down for a woman? Huh. Are you freaking kidding me right now? So she left him, of course, though. And that's the moral of the story. Any woman that's going to make you literally melt down your guns to dangle carrots over you, she's going to leave you anyways. Like, this guy was like, what, 60 years old at the time? And he still hadn't figured that out yet? Give me a break. Yeah, Raphael, wow, that's messed up. Yeah, poor conservative. BEM's another Michigan guy. You guys know each other, don't you? Poor conservative's another Michigan dude. I don't see Shojas in here, but he's another Michigan guy. Who else is from Michigan? Anyone else? We got what, people in Massachusetts, Connecticut. I know we've got Alabama in the house. We've got Kentucky. We've got Indiana, Texas. All kinds of good states in here. Yeah, Trey Orr, he deserved what he got. What's happening? Jeff's in here from Ohio. Ohio's cool, Bordering state here. Will's World of Weapons. What's happening, Will? I guess I lucked out because my wife works at the local Bronco Pawn and Gun store. Right on, dude. I would say you are lucky. Heck yeah. Gun Squawk, he's from North Carolina. All right. 2-8 till death. What's happening from Florida? Explicit. I think he's somewhere down south. Where are you at, Explicit? Ramon Nieves, the Puerto Rican hillbilly. But he doesn't live in Puerto Rico. He lives in Florida. What's happening, man? Puerto Rican hillbilly is one of the winners of my little giveaway. Congrats, man. Southwestern PA. All right. Beretta man. Oh, did you guys know this? Before I forget. Oh, that's right. Explicit's Massachusetts. I knew that, man. Before I forget, guys, Beretta man. He's one of our good friends in here. Probably one of the nicest guys in this stream, He's just started doing videos. Like, he's a good buddy of mine, and He asked me something the other day about what I thought of his new video. I didn't even know he had a channel. So I just went over there and subbed yesterday. So I want to give a big shout out to Beretta Man. He's literally brand new. Like, I think he's put up like 4 videos, just started a week ago. So we got to support each other, guys. All of us small channels, we got to support each other. Let YouTube know, let everyone else know that, man, we stick together. We have each other's back. So I'm excited, man. I love it when a guy, you know, I support all of you guys as small channels and my small channel and all of us. When I say small channels, I don't care if one person has 500 subs, one has 300, one has 2,000. It doesn't matter. If you're under, like, you know, let's say 10 to 20 or even 50,000 subs, you're a small channel. So that's what I mean. So don't think I'm knocking anyone when I say all of you guys are small channels. No, we're all small. So Beretta Man just started his channel up, and for all of you guys that make videos, you know, you guys know what it's like. It takes a little bit of courage to get up there in front of the camera the first time, and you're like, man, and you kind of like screw up and say the wrong stuff. Maybe you're a little nervous. So I think it's really, really cool. Anytime another gun guy, pro gun rights, pro 2A guy gets out there and is willing to, you know, try to provide us some entertainment, give us some information, whatever they're talking about. So Beretta Man, great guy, just starting his channel out. Let's go support him, guys. You guys have Beretta Man's back or what? Just taking a real quick look here. Tori McCurley, what's happening, Tori? Tori's going to go over there and hook Beretta Man up. Jeremy Wilson, I know you will. No, seriously, guys, we gotta stick together. Like I said, all these guys, I give you guys shout outs every week. Give yourself shout outs in here. Now, here's the thing. I'll verbally say it because I can. Don't type in their sub for sub. If you do that, the bots will catch it. They don't like that. That's actually against their TOS. But I'm allowed to, as the show host, shout out whoever I want. So if anyone wants to go in there with a channel that has a channel, Josh Benware, you know, Vanessa Kitty, if you guys have got IG, if you've got Jeremy Wilson, that's another good small channel on here. Poor Conservative, absolutely. Like I said earlier, BEM Freedom. Guns and Cars channel. Just literally, like, if you guys make videos, say, hey, I make videos. You guys know what I'm saying. Hook all you guys up. IG, Vanessa M. Kitty. I'm a follower of hers on IG. I believe she follows me as well. I know she's always in my feed. I'm in hers, whatever. She makes fire pits. She reminds me of work, actually. Being a landscaper, I look at all this Unilock product, and I'm like, oh, gosh, you doing this for fun? But no, it looks good. It looks good. Josh Benware just hit 500. Awesome, man. Awesome. I've been subbed to Josh Benware for a couple of years, guys. It's a good channel. It really, really is. And Josh Benware came into one of my comments the other day in a video, and he said, man, that was a really good review, or it was an excellent review or something. And I'm like, man, that means a lot to me because you're a guy that does some really good videos yourself. And I haven't had a chance to watch your newest video, Josh, because I've been crazy the last 2 days, but it's in my, queue. You know, that new queue that they have on there? I'll be catching it in the next day or two. Tactical review. What's happening, man? That could be the algorithm messing with it too. Braster, there he is. Braster's getting close to 500 also. The Braster channel. Yeah, BEM Freedom's right. Josh doesn't play. He doesn't. He does. Look, that's why I'm so glad of all you guys' different channels. We don't do the same thing. Benware will talk about stuff that, quite frankly, I'm probably not ever going to talk about. So, you know what I'm saying? Josh says, I hit 500. What's wrong with people? Why would people sub to me? Where's Brastard at? I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get in a good mood. I want to shout everyone out here. And then I'm going to show you this hot steaming mess so we can get in a bad mood. All right. I've been subbed to Brastard forever, too. I'm just going up here in another tab here, checking out the Brastard channel. It's easy to find the Brastard channel, guys. If you go to my channel, right there on my homepage of my channel, I've got suggested channels, featured channels, and Brastard's one of my featured channels. So his is probably the easiest one to find. Brastard's at 591. What do you mean you're close to 500, Brastard? Brastard's close to 600. Good job, man. Braster's at almost 600. That's awesome. Vanessa Kitty's at 428. More conservative. What do you guys think of him? That he put out a nice light and laser video for the G2C. I'm going to do a video on the same light coming up at the beginning of next week. So, all right. I think I said hi to everyone. If I miss somebody in here, pop in and say hi. Tree Guy's here. Did I say hi to you yet? I just saw you pop in there. What's happening, Tree Guy? Oh, I want to show you my little, my cool little small chainsaws. I've been saying it the last 2 weeks. So definitely remind me before my break here in a little bit, and I'll go out and grab them. They're just in the back shop right around the corner. So, all right. Look what I got in today. So, as you guys may or may not know, hold on, I have to hold this in a very specific way, okay? I have to hold this in a certain way here so it doesn't fall apart in front of us. But as you guys may or may not know, about a week ago, Classic announced that JRA was making a Galil variant off of a used military surplus parts kit, right? With a new barrel and a new receiver made by, according to them, the so-called famed and great Beulah Defense, okay? Now, they weren't giving these away, guys, by any means, but it's been a while since there's been a good Galil build out there, and I did a video about a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago with my BM, with my my Beretta BM59, right? And nice rifle, and that was put together by JRA with a Beulah receiver and barrel and all that. Good gun. Now, if you guys have known me a while, I did a video on JRA's Type 56 AK. The first one I got was a complete and utter disaster. Had to send it back. They sent me a second one, and it was okay. So getting a decent gun from this company, I'm 1 for 3 the first time around. So here's the deal. I was looking forward to recording. I wasn't going to show this tonight. I was just going to literally do an unboxing video, record it tomorrow or Sunday, and put it out next week. Just the first impressions, probably a 35, 40-minute video like I like to do for my initial reviews, and show you guys how cool this thing was. I was really looking forward to it. Well, anytime I get a brand new gun, the box has to be opened up briefly. What's happening, M4 Johnny? 2A community. Heck yeah, man. And it has to be taken out of the box just so the FFL can verify the serial number for his bound book in the 4473. So when he opens it up, usually I'll grab it, and I'll literally just do this while it's in the gun shop. I'll just rack it back, let it slam forward, or rack it back, safety check it real quick, let it slam forward, just cycle the action 2 or 3 times, pull the trigger, put it back in the box, forget about it until I'm going to do my unboxing, right? So that's normally what I'll do. If it's a pistol, sometimes not even that, if it's a new production pistol. But if it's something like this that's a kit build, let's just see if this thing will even work at all type of thing. Well, this is how it worked. So I grab it out of the case. It comes in that black hard plastic case right there. All right. I get it out. It did not have the magazine in it yet. I'm just kind of looking over it, and I'm like, well, they kind of sort of didn't do the best job refinishing the metal, but all right. Okay. Let's see if it works, right? So, yeah, the case is nice. Hopefully the case is worth $1,000 because nothing else here is. So, I go to rack it back. And here's what happens. Now, I have to hold my hands over here, guys. I go to rack it back, and it doesn't do that. It comes back about 3/4 of the way. It completely stops. It won't do anything at all. It won't move forward. It won't move back. And I'm like, man, maybe this has a tap code G2. And I just need to give it a little love tap, right? So I go, tink, and I just hit the, it's an AK thing, right? If it sticks up a little bit on the trigger group, you just bump the charging handle portion of the carrier forward. So I bump it, nothing. And I'm like, try to pull it back a little more, nothing. Completely and utterly locked. Tim 18 Wheels, what's happening, man? Nice to see you again. So it's completely locked. So I can't move it back. I can't move it forward. I can't do anything. Right around that time, I'm on like a hard floor with like the tiles, you know, in the gun shop. I hear ting. I look down. Oh, that's a trigger retaining pen. Great. Great. It's trigger groups falling apart right within the rifle. So now I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, I still can't move it. Stuff's getting more and more jammed up in there. And then I hear something rattle, and so I give a little shake. First, this comes out of here. Now, this is part of a shepherd's hook, but not exactly. After comparing the springiness to this versus a real shepherd's hook, I believe this is half of an actual paper clip, like literally a paper clip. Now, when people say, you know, they use the paper clip retainer on their AK, look, it's not really a paper clip. That's just slang. Even though it looks like one, the actual shepherd's hook is supposed to be a piece of steel that has a certain amount of metallurgy where it's springy, right? No, not this. So it broke, right? So my pen started walking out of it. And this is literally the first time I charged the charging handle, the very first time. So my one pin's on the floor. Then I give it another little shake. There's still something rattling. And just so you guys know, stuff can fall out of here because this has the selector, the Galil, where you can control the AKs, you know, right-handed selector from the left side. Well, there's a little groove in here. It's hard to see because of the light because it's black on black, but there's a little groove there, right? And all of a sudden another piece falls out of that groove. And it's basically a common hardware store washer that they've cut, that they've clipped, if you will. They've cut a square edge off. That falls out of the gun. Now, I've bought a lot of AKs before. I've put a fair number together. I'm pretty experienced with these guns. This isn't normally in an AK, but it was right there. That was in there. And basically what happened is the trigger, all of a sudden, I noticed I could only see part of the trigger actually sticking out. So it was cocked in there completely sideways, still retained because it has like a pin through the middle of it, right? A spacer pin. And I couldn't move the charging handle forward. I couldn't move it backwards. So I literally had to, you know, push the button, the spring, if you would. Now, keep in mind, at this point in time, this was 3/4 of the way back. Do you know how hard it is to depress this in? When you're jammed back 3/4 of the way, I couldn't do it under the strength of my fingers at all, right? So I'm sitting there, and I'm not trying to abuse the gun. I'm literally just trying to get it apart because it's like I just opened it up. So I'm sitting there with a hammer, similar to what I showed you guys, not doing nothing that could even come close to damaging the gun. You can see the black paint marks there, and I'm kind of tapping on it, trying to get stuff to wiggle. Well, finally, the trigger moves just enough where the carrier was able to go forward like another inch or two. I'm pushing and I'm pushing. I finally wrestled this thing off of there. When I did, everything was so cocked that literally the whole recoil, guide rod assembly came shooting out of there at such an angle. It hit me right here on like the eyebrow area, just glanced off, landed like 15, 20 feet into nowhere. Once I finally, you know, got it back here and took it apart further. Now, with the fact that it went 15, 20 foot, if it had landed just like a couple inches down, I'd probably be in the emergency room right now. Now, that might be my own fault. I should have just taken this thing and set it back, but I was trying to make the best of it and get it apart at all costs. Well, finally got it apart. What's happening, Richard Hughes? How you doing, man? Yeah, Tim 18 wheels, LOL, held together with paper clips, rubber bands, and duct tape. I wish there was some duct tape. If there was, it'd probably be held together better. So no, Tim, you're wrong there. They didn't even give me the courtesy of duct tape. So basically the retainer pin's completely broken right out of the factory. Whatever. I said, well, you know what I'm going to do? Since this is a Galil, you really shouldn't even be using the shepherd's hooks. You can't use the regular AK retaining plates either, because the way the Galil works, as I was showing you guys earlier, I got to hold this gun in certain ways or else literally the pins will fall right out. Because they're usually somewhat tight in the receiver. There's no friction fit at all. They made these holes a little bit too big. This is the Gallant from James River Armory, sold at Classic Firearms. It's like a Classic exclusive. This is not supposed to be an off-brand rifle, but the Galil has this selector over here. So you guys can see this right here. There's an extra little piece, like a bung, if you will, like a round piece of metal, where the normal AK retaining plate that slides over, and it's ultimately held in by the back here of your selector, your two fire control group pins, right? You can't use those. So what I'm probably going to do is try some E-clips just so I can function test this a little further. I don't have any E-clips that are the exact right size here. I was trying to use this little snap ring, which is the right size, but I don't have the right snap ring pliers on me at the moment, okay? See what I'm saying there? And I even tried the hitch pins. For you Galil guys, you know what I'm talking about. I've got an assortment of hitch pins. Those weren't quite the right size. I just don't have anything on me right now. But there's absolutely nothing here that's holding either of these fire control group pins in. But what I can do is cycle it a little bit for you guys. But I'm going to have to sit here with my left hand and hold these in because they literally want to fall out. So it's going to look awkward when I'm trying to manipulate the rifle, right? So here you go. Yeah, there's no magazine in this, and even if it did, these don't have bolt hole open. So this is with the trigger in. The trigger's in all the way right now. See that, guys? Now here. Sometimes it catches, sometimes it doesn't, right? Can you guys hear that clank? So, not only did they send me a retainer that wasn't correctly installed, improper type of material, whatever it is, that was broken, but you guys know how this works in an AK, right? Your trigger comes out and gets lodged sideways. It's going to lock everything up. But listen to it now. It's totally out of spec. This is a milled receiver, right? Where the rails are going to mesh with the carrier. It's riding up and wanting to pop out of the rails. This is like the old school IO Inc., guys, where they had to put those couple buffers on the back there, the back portion of the spring and rod assembly to keep it from going all the way to the rear. This is wanting to do the same thing. Check this out. See? Now this is getting annoying and tiring because the whole time I have to keep pressure on these two pins. Because if I rack this slide even one time, these pins are so loose, the one pin's going to fall right out. My trigger's going to go sideways in there. Yeah, you guys are saying I should have refused delivery. And look, I would have. And this is going to go back to them. But I wanted to show you guys what you can get. And I'm not going to tell you whether to buy one of these or not. Right now, they're all sold out. They instantly sold out, okay? But I'm just doing an honest review. Like when I'm sitting there for 40 minutes telling you guys how this is the best deal ever, and I would suggest you guys getting one, then that's because I'm telling you the truth. And just like this, if this didn't have all these problems, and I'm not done showing you the problems yet, then we'd be talking about how cool this Galil is. That's what my goal was. That's what I wanted to do. That's so much more fun for everybody. But I got to keep holding my hands here, okay? Now, I'm going to rip it all the way to the rear and just let go to simulate firing. I can definitely feel the gun in my hand, like clunk, clunk, clunk. But let's see if you guys can hear it, maybe. Oh, I can't even get it. Okay. Here I go. Clunk. It goes forward in like two different stages. See? Clunk. It's catching. There you go. If I really, clunk, not good. And I am noticing already, just before I started this video, I'd only had like 15 minutes with the rifle here at the shop before. I'm already noticing that it's really starting to bite in on the one rail near the rear part. You're noticing they put this finish on here. Not a very good finish, by the way, either. We'll get to that in a second. But it's already starting to chew into the rail, and it's getting a little bit rough because the carrier's metallurgy is clearly harder than the metallurgy of this receiver. So-called Beulah receiver, supposedly one of the most, it's been marketed as such that they're one of the most premium receivers there are. So there you go. Now that's just part of it. Just when you thought that was enough BS, you realized you were wrong, and we're just getting started, boys. So look, maybe some of you guys are machinists, some of you aren't. But I think most of us are familiar with when you machine a block of steel to make it into a final shape, You use big round carbide cutters generally. Maybe they're diamond, but you're using a cutter to hug the material out, right? And it's going to leave swirl marks in it and metal, you know, machining marks, if you will. And then you're supposed to do what's called metal finishing. Now, there's different ways people do metal finishing. You can sit there and do it the old-fashioned way with literally sandpaper, you know, like flap discs. And there's a bunch of ways to do it. I'm not a machinist, but I am friends with people that do own a fabricating shop. Yeah, Stephen Dawkins, how's it going, man? I mean, I don't know if it gets worse necessarily, but no, there's still a list of things on this that makes this thing a complete and utter hot mess. No, there's not much about this thing that is right, to be honest with you, man. Anyways, so machine marks. You guys got me, right? Well, let's go over a couple things here. And I hope the lighting will pick it up because in real life, it's just completely obvious. Let me get some of the fingerprints off of here. Look right above the selector lever. Can you guys see all those swirls in there? This isn't from me scratching anything. These are literally machining marks. And they're swirling all the way throughout. Let me put the selector up a little bit. Up. See, guys, I have to watch myself. Look what started happening here. Looky, looky. See? That pen is almost walked out already. Like when I say literally, if I don't keep my hands on here. Up. Hold on. I'm about ready to lose it here. I'm about ready to totally lose this pen, guys. If I literally like turn this rifle upside down without having my hands on this, this is what you get, guys. You bust your butt all week long. You work your tail off. You're out there picking up people's leaves. You're working hard. And you assume other people's working hard that wants your $1,000. Hell no. Heck no. I work my butt off. Somebody else didn't give a crap about this gun. Now I'm sitting here right now where I've got to mess around with it a little bit. It's completely off right now. I'm ready to totally lose my hammer. It's under a bunch of spring tension. See what I'm saying, guys? This is going to be hard for you to get through this. I want to show you guys the machining marks. All right, I'm going to have to grab more tools in a second, but I'm just trying to keep this from going any further, because if it goes much further, give me a second here. When's the last time you guys saw a review where the guy had to go get more tools to even show you all of its faults? So hold on. I don't have enough tools with me for my brand new. Yeah, Dog Dad. Good point, man. How's it going, buddy? Dog Dad's here. What's happening, man? How does something like this get past QA? Yeah, QA? I don't know. We're going to see, guys. I'm going to call them Monday. You know, of course, I get it just back here before they close. I'm going to call them Monday. Their customer service hasn't been so good in the past. Not good at all. They're probably going to try to send me up the river. But you know what? We'll see what happens. If I need you guys' help, I'll put out a video and say I need you guys' help. But just be on standby, guys, if we all have to put them out on blast or whatever. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to see if they'll take care of me. I'm going to be optimistic that my next customer service experience will be better than the last. I already know they're going to want to charge me for return shipping, and I'll have to do. They like to do that. If they send you a gun that's total garbage, they like to say, well, you have to pay the return shipping, and you have to do this, and you have to do that. And I'm going to tell them no this time. I'm going to be like, no. This isn't like I'm returning this thing, you know, to just because I don't want it or I had buyer's remorse. Like, in the condition this is in, they're just going to basically take it back. All right, let me mess around with this just a little more. I'm just trying to manipulate this. See, you normally don't put these in with the spring tension, okay? That's why I'm struggling, guys, with it, because there's all the spring tension. But I'm just trying to get this thing a little bit further through this review here, you know, to try to give you guys the unboxing of my classic firearms, JRA, Galil, Gallant. Yeah. Okay. Vanessa Kitty, I drive to their place. Who said they lived in the Carolinas? They're in North Carolina. That's a little bit far for me to drive, but somebody said they were in one of the Carolinas earlier. Okay, check this out, guys. I'm going to check. Once the pens go and it all locks up, but okay. Now, I was talking about metal finishing and machining, right? So let's look on this side one last time. You can see the swirling going on all over the place. The camera's not, there's too much light. But can you guys see the swirling and such? And then even in this lightning cut, you can see, look how rough that is in there. They didn't do any metal finishing there. But this is actually the good side of the rifle. Let's look at this side. Up and down the whole receiver. Literally, okay, we can see it on that angle, I think. Yeah, look at that right there. Now, when you feel these with your thumbnail, these are grooves about as thick as a record player. So, you know, you take your fingernail and rub it across like a 78 record. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it takes the right light because, like, to the naked eye, you can't tell. You can tell easily, but let me get the angles here so you guys can see this. Up and down this whole entire thing. There's nothing but round swirl marks literally everywhere. And this is not in the paint. This is in the actual steel. Okay? Are you guys picking that up okay? It's down the whole thing, all of it. Literally, every square inch of it is nothing but swirl marks. When they went to mill out this lightning cut, what, they just stopped short and didn't set their tool depth down to finish this? See how they left a couple ribs there? Look at those. You can feel those literally with your fingers. It feels like a file across my finger. See that? I think it focused for just long enough. Everything, the fit and finish of this and the machining is absolutely atrocious. Like, literally, I don't even know. Local machine shops I know, they wouldn't even send this out the door if it was going to get powder coated afterwards, which obviously powder coating would fill that in. But yeah, there's no final machining whatsoever on it. It says right here under the receiver, it says, here's the bipod. This is the next topic of conversation. But it says Beulah Defense Systems, Cleveland, Ohio, Beulah. Then it says James River Armory, Burgaw, North Carolina. So made by Beulah Defense. Obviously left their quality assurance. Then James River Armory got it. It looked good enough to them to build on it. So they built on it. Then they sent it to Classic, and some guy got on there and said, folks, do we have a deal for you today? God bless you all, and thanks for shopping. And we were giving you the best deal, and this is made by the most exclusive builder ever, James River Armory, by the most exclusive receiver company, James River, or Beulah rather. And they looked at all of this, and they sent it out the door. So 3 people had this, and they all just sent it right out the door and said no problem. Thank God. I'll say this, guys. Thank God the good folks in Turkey. I know, guys, made in the USA, USA pride. Hey, I have pride in the USA. I have pride in my job. But you know what? There's a reason why sometimes, and this is an example, why sometimes it is a good idea to have guns made in other countries like Turkey and Taiwan and China and some of the other first world countries, because I will tell you this, the good folks at TSOS, look at the metal finishing on this. $300 pistol. $330 for the whole gun. Look at the receiver on this. From Turkey, okay? Clearly metal finishing occurred on this gun. 3 United States companies had this thing. And I hate to say it, but this thing couldn't even carry TSOS's jockstrap, just to be blunt. Now, besides the fact that literally right this second I'm losing pins again, like I said, constantly. I messed up. I knew the whole time I did this review, I had to have my hand right here. And if I let up for even 1 second, this would happen. And I screwed up. I flinched. Everyone knows when you buy a brand new rifle, you have to keep your hands here to the very end, right? And then just little things. Okay, so this has military surplus parts on it, which I totally understand. And that's good. And that's what I wanted. I wanted this because of its, IMI parts. Cool. So it has a new receiver that's finished with a black finish. It has a new barrel that's finished with a black finish, right? And it has a birdcage A2 style flash hider like a M16 of the era would have. Well, the barrel's black and the receiver is black. Okay, new parts. They refinished the surplus parts to the same matching black here. Also here, okay, on our gas block. Same thing with the rear sights. Same thing with the folding stock. All of that, right? They refinished the mag catch, the trigger guard, all of that. That's fine. There's two ways to do these kit builds, okay? You either make them where they're battlefield pickup. Then you leave all the mil-cert parts in their original ragged-looking condition, the finish-wise, and then you distress the receiver to make it match. It's called a BFPU, right? Battlefield pickup. A lot of people like that. Or you go through and you try your best to refinish the surplus parts to have the new look of the receiver with the color, right? Okay. Now look at this bipod. The bipod, they didn't do anything to. So I have a bipod that's showing steel through it. See how there's paint totally missing all over the place on it? This is hard to get close-ups of that, but see, there's no paint left there, there, and there. And look, I've been doing this a long time, and this is why I feel qualified to say this. There's only two ways that you build from a military surplus parts kit. James River Armory, Beulah Defense, Classic, whoever's going to, take pride and ownership of this thing, because it sure as heck isn't going to be me that owns this hot pile. But there's only two options, boys, kids, whatever you guys are that make these things. You either leave it as a battlefield pickup or you refinish the parts. You don't refinish, 10 out of 11 surplus parts and make them matching with brand new black paint and then leave the bipod, which is an integral part of the gun. Yeah, it can be removed, but it's part of the gun, sold as such with it. You don't give me a turned in surplus condition metal finish on this and paint everything else. It's either battlefield pickup or it ain't. And to have it half, that's basically like complete crap. Do you AK guys agree? It's either a battlefield pickup or it ain't. Now, if you're buying your own parts kit and you're building it yourself, that's cool. You might choose to do different things. That's totally cool. But I didn't do that on this gun. I spent the caliber of money for a completed rifle. And for them to have, just refinished like 90% of it, but then just randomly didn't do this part, it looks like complete crap. Now, I hate this pistol grip. I want a real one. I'm not knocking them for that, though. That's a 922R part. I totally get it. I understand why they did it, because manufacturers do indeed need to follow Section 922R. So that's why this goofy-looking pistol grip's on here. I get it. They needed an extra American part. Okay. But, yeah. So basically, I have something out of spec with the rails aren't machined right, or there's something going on where I can't fluidly rack the carrier, right? Penn's falling out, which I know that why that is. Why does this even in this gun? When this is part of your AK build, because let's face it, these are AKs, guys, There's some differences. I'd love to do a nice, fun review showing you guys all the differences, but it's basically, when is this needed in an AK build? Didn't you guys get these in your ComBlock military surplus parts kits? How about your Polytechs and your Norinkos, First world manufacturing countries like China. You guys ever seen those in there? You guys ever see the old clipped hardware store washer? Came out of this gun, guys. This thing sucks. I can't even try to rack it anymore, okay? I can't do it because now that my pin's walked a little bit, if I even try, I already know what's going to happen. The hammer's going to come out. It's going to unspring itself in there. It's going to turn whichever way it wants. And then I'll be totally locked up again where I can't take the gun apart. So, yeah. Probably shouldn't even get started on this, guys. I feel like I probably ran it a little bit too much. Not because I'm worried about ranting about the gun. I don't care about these people. These people don't care about me. I'm going to care about them as much as they cared about my hard-earned money. But the problem is I don't want to be a downer all night. So I think I should just put this thing away. Okay? I think I should just put this away. I mean, look at the way they machine that lightning cut, guys. Look at that. I'm trying to get it to focus here. Look at that lightning cut one more time. Look at that. Look at those swirls. I mean, why I was excited about this gun is they went through the effort to put the correct markings for the selectors, okay? The correct Sword of David marking. That's cool. I like it when companies put the correct markings. But look at the swirls. No metal finishing at all. This is what you get, guys, made in the USA. And this was not a B grade. This was not a, you know, this was nothing where it was like, hey, guys, this is on clearance. This is a reject. No, no. This was bought like the first day they put these suckers out. Full, you know, full price, full everything. And now here's the thing. I'm going to ask Classic when I call them Monday. I'm going to say, so you guys ship, you know, these guns out. I know you didn't make it or whatever, but you've got this exclusive deal with JRA / Beulah Defense / whoever they are. Don't you guys even open the box up and wreck the charging handle once? One time is all it would have taken. The very first time I went to pull this charging handle back, you know, the carrier back, it just locked right up. I did not successfully get to cycle this gun even one time before it all basically grenaded internally, fell apart. I see they're using the Century Rack 1 trigger in it. I do see the C there on it. But no, I'm not going to throw a temper tantrum and throw it, even though I'd like to. All I've done is just out of necessity. I had to tap, you know, the dust cover with a very soft hammer, you know. All right. What's going on here in the chat, guys? Oh, I got another super chat. Tactical review. That does help a little, man. I appreciate it. I do. And now every little bit helps. All you guys help. And I'm going to try to, let me say this one more time. I'm going to try to rectify this all with them, but if I need you guys' help, I don't call on you guys much. I'll let you guys know. And I don't mean financial help, but if I need you guys' help to spread the word, I'll let you know. But I'll try to solve it with them. We'll see what happens. I've called them for other things in the past, and they kind of, whatever. You know, they're. I'll give them a chance this time. We'll see what happens. We will see. Not looking forward to it. I'm not too optimistic, but we'll see. And this is why we have a gun industry the way we do, to be honest with you guys, because look, if you bought anything else at the store, anything else, keep in mind these are sold as like new rifles. The legal gun part, the receiver, this is new. It's supposed to have some degree of fit and finish when you purchase it. That's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, expected. If it was anything else, it wouldn't be this way. I think what's happened is there's so much mystique about something being a gun. And, you know, the fact is they sell these and they sell out so fast. You have to feel lucky and honored to even get a chance to get one. These people have all become so complacent. They've taken us all for granted so long. They don't care what they put out there. And I'm being negative for a reason, guys. I bought 3 rifles from this company. And recently, I did buy another one from them years ago, so technically 4. I'm 2 for 4. But in the last couple of years, I've bought 3 rifles from them. One of them was great. One was a complete train wreck, and then the third one's this. Now, the one train wreck, they did swap it out for me, but I had to pay the return shipping and all that crap. Had to pay my FFL again to ship it out again. Are you kidding me? So even though they, quote, made it right for me with that AK I bought, I still had to pay $100 for them to make it right. And I can guarantee you guys, here's what's going to happen. It'll be no problem. If I'm willing to pay, it ends up being $100 by the time, you know, I paid to get it shipped to me once. I have to pay to ship it back to them and then pay them to ship the new one in. FFL fee, $100. They're going to want me to spend $100 out of my own money to make this right. Or worse yet, they might say, well, it's just totally out of stock. And then I have to pay, you know, most of that shipping. You know, I guess I'll skip one shipping charge, but I'll have to pay to ship it back out again. I already paid to get it shipped to me once. Pay another FFL fee to send it back to them. And then they'll just give me a refund. They better not invoke that 15% restocking fee either that they put on their website. That if you return it for any reason, you get a 15% restocking fee. No. I hope they watch this video too. Because these guys have been getting a little bit too lazy. They've been a little too high on the hog for too long. And they've taken us for granted, I think. I don't know. I'm sure there's someone that disagrees with me. You think I've been too hard on them, but this ain't my first rodeo with these people. With this JRA. Not my first rodeo. See, I'm not going to go back any further than that, guys. I already know better. I can feel it catching already. Oh, let's see who else popped in here tonight. Tree Guy, USA can't make AKs. I've always said that. You're right. They just can't do it. You're absolutely right. They can't. China can. Everyone else can. Every guy that's running around barefoot in the desert can. Khyber Pass can. People that have like literally they have this many hand tools, okay? There's like a guy literally in a mountain cave barefoot with this, and he can make a better rifle than supposedly some of the finest manufacturers in the U.S. No, you're right. The problem is most of the foreign guns have been sanctioned away and executive actioned away, where we're basically stuck with, you know what, guys? I'm kind of happy I'm doing the G2Cs and G3s and everything, because down in South America, they clearly can make a gun. Let's face it. I'm glad I've got these Tauruses to keep me in a good mood, because AKs pretty much suck nowadays. Now that you can't get any of the real deal factory guns anymore. Like I said, they've all been banned, sanctioned away, barrel bans, and no one in this country knows how to make an AK. So, yeah, you're right, Tree Guy, actually. I think probably to be a real gun guy, you're probably better off being into stuff like this. I mean, just think how good I'd feel if 6 or 7 of these came in today. Because that's literally what you could get, right? Like 6 or 7 of these for the price of this. I bet you all 7 of them would shoot like it's nothing. These are good guns. Thank you, Brazil, for making good guns. I sure wish my country knew how to make a gun half as good as Brazil. You guys know I'm being a little bit sarcastic, but not all the way. It's true. What Tree Guy said is true. Braster, where do the kits, parts kits come from? You know what? These kits, they're being real mysterious on. I do have a parts kit coming in from Numerich of one of these, but I don't know. See, here's the thing. The way they refinished enough of the metal parts, I'll try to get to the bottom of it a little bit here and see. But obviously, with pins literally falling out at my feet, the fact that the carrier and receiver are completely out of spec, all the machining marks, haven't really been in the mood to really spend too much time with this rifle. They said they'd send you a functional mag. There's a decent dent in the mag. I don't know if you guys can see it there. It'll probably still function. We'll see if it'll load or not. But there's enough of a dent there where it's probably going to be okay, but it's borderline. If it was much deeper, I'd be a little worried, but it's close. So we'll see. The mag might be good enough. I don't know. They did send me this as a consolation prize, guys. This will actually work. See this $2.99 sling? I wouldn't even pay $2.99 for it. Well, this is going to go back with them. But in theory, if this gun was in good shape, this would go in the garbage can. But this sling's going to work, I bet you guys. You know why? I do have faith in this sling over this gun. Look where it was made. Okay. Made in the good old PRC. When you buy something from a country that has the names People's Republic in it, you know it's going to be good. They did send me a US M8A1 sheath, the German version of it, the German US M8A1 with the M7 bayonet. That is the proper bayonet for this. Looks like the bayonet and the sheath are in unissued condition, which it's cool. Don't get me wrong. Not enough to make up for all the rest of this disaster, but that's cool. That's cool. I can buy these, though, for like $30 all day long unissued. So this isn't enough to make the deal good, but they come with that. And it came with a Tapco mag. One more thing it did not come with, and you guys may find this shocking. So let me, for you Taurus guys here, you guys know what I'm talking about. High point guys, cheapest guns you can buy. When you buy any of these Tauruses, they give you a nice owner's manual that's on glossy paper, full color, right? Because any customer that buys one of these, it could be their first gun, and they need to know the safety of it, the disassembly, right? No owner's manual with this thing. Now, again, this wasn't a parts kit. This was sold to me as a brand new rifle. Yes, there's surplus parts on it, but the actual receiver, U.S. made. No owner's manual. When's the last time you guys heard of any new gun? Even all the cheap Century Wassers, Even the IO inks. It might have literally been like photocopied like so many times. It's so dark you can't see the pictures. Folded in half with one staple. I've got manuals like that. But this will be the first new gun I've ever bought that literally, one more time, guys, sold to me as a brand new gun, made in the USA. No owner's manual with this gun. Now, you guys know when I do my reviews, I like to show people the owner's manual and say, hey, like with the 1911, if you guys remember my video the other day, I said, look, if you're new to the 1911, you might want to read the disassembly, because if you're taking that bushing off the end and don't watch yourself, you could do bodily damage. Like you guys know, 1911, you can lose an eye if you've never done it and you don't know what's going to happen. So there's a reason you should have your owner's manual. No owner's manual. Okay? The 20 cents in paper, 50 cents in a paper, that was too much. I didn't spend enough for this. $169 gun has one. $109 High Point has one. No, not here. Not here. This is the Premier Company. No owner's manual. Gunny Jones, how's it going, Gunny? What's happening? Freddie F, how's it going, Freddie? Okay, Freddie F says, hey, gotta say that's just lazy. It's mostly likely because there are so many surplus kits and few want them. I could forgive if the Penns weren't walking out doing handling. Yeah, this was the very first time for those of you guys that just came in. When I took it right out of the box, I went just to charge it, check to see if there was a round chamber. There wasn't, which there shouldn't be. A new gun. Let it go forward. It wouldn't go forward. It was just bound because literally, like, unbeknownst to me, the Penns had already walked out the very first time I racked it. And then me just trying to show you guys today, this one's walked out enough where I'm going to have to take it apart. I don't feel like taking it apart right now on camera, but I can't really mess with it anymore. Brother, man, looks like to me the Ferrum had a catastrophic malfunction and they cleaned it up, detailed it, and shipped it out. You're probably right. Will G, buy foreign, he says. Isn't that suck that we have to say that, guys? Buy foreign. That sucks. Let's see what else we got going on. You guys are leaving tons of comments. That's awesome. Poor Conservative, thanks for the super chat, buddy. Paperclip and duct tape money. I know, because like I pointed out to someone earlier, they didn't even give me the courtesy of the duct tape. So if I want this rifle to be a keeper, I am going to have to come up with I probably want to use the black duct tape, like maybe even Gorilla tape. That's like $6-7. So you guys have pretty much got me covered on the roll of duct tape here, which is awesome. Freddie F, can anyone correct me if I'm wrong? Imagine some, KG, sandblaster, and sandpaper can go a long way. Exactly. That was my whole point earlier with this metal finishing. JRA or Beulah or somebody, before they sold this, yeah, they should have gone over this with a little sandpaper. Absolutely. Before they finished it. So you're right. Oh, boy. Gunny Jones is mentioning the hand select option. Ugh. You know what they're probably going to do? They're probably going to ban me where I can't even buy from them anymore. But if they do, I'll let you guys know that too. Trust me. Big Mad, how's it going? Have I tried a PSA AK? No? Nope. It's a USA AK. You know what? It might be the best USA made AK ever, but every time I know better. I've always known better. But every time I buy a USA made AK, oh, do I get burned so bad. Now, I do have PSA. You guys are probably talking about the newer PSA AKs. So let me take that back. Yes, I have bought PSA AKs because you didn't specify when. Yes, I have some complete hot mess pieces of garbage from PSA too. Complete piece of garbage. This is one of their first gens. It's half torn down right now. This thing's so out of spec, it won't do anything. So yeah, I do have. Now, people have all told me with the newer generations, they're good, this and that, but I don't know. I bought 2 of their Gen 1s back about, 4 or 5 years ago, whenever that was. Just as bad as this. So, I don't know. Maybe PSA has Yeah, maybe PSA's turned it around now. A lot of you guys say they do. I'm just going to take you guys' word for it. And basically, AKs for me from now on are only going to be pre-bans. That's to come from FEG Hungary, like the whole gun, not a parts kit. China, Valmat, or I'm just going to get out of the AK because the AK is kind of getting stupid anyways nowadays, really. But Jeremy Wilson says I'm being too nice. I don't know, guys. Garage Guy 879. How's it going, man? What's happening? You guys like your G3s? That's cool. I hope they're good. Gun Squawk 44. He says G3 may be my favorite, and I've got everything you can think of. There you go. I have a lot of AKs, guys, but my first generation, I know it wasn't Palmetto making them at the time, okay? It was another company that was making them for them, whatever. Just look up the Gen 1 Palmettos. It was known those had some issues. Maybe not all of them didn't, but it was kind of known, you know? You guys all like your G3s. It's just, yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're fine. I don't really need any more AKs. I just wanted this one because it's a Galil. It's an AK in a way, but it's not quite an AK. So, Ant, how do you pronounce your name, man? Is it Ant Diesel Vision? Says, why did I just get this notification? I don't know why they do that, man. They just do. You don't always get the notifications at the right time. I guess it's just a YouTube thing, right? Big Mad Tactical Review. It looks like Gun Squawk. Yeah, you guys like your GF3s. That's cool. 2A Till Death has one. Yeah. Brother Man's phone's dying. Oh, man, that sucks. Huh. He's going TV mode. That probably means you can't chat. But good seeing you, brother, man. Frostard saying, see how Classic did a Freudian slip with that new target they use in their videos. It's a rubber dummy named Hand Select. Ooh. No, I didn't see that, but geez, oh, Pete, that doesn't sound good, does it? Yeah, Will G, buy foreign only, German or South American. I agree. This kit may have come from South America. The shame is, too bad tourists didn't put this kit together. Because if they did, it'd probably actually be good. Man, I wish so bad JRA could hear me say that. Cave Dave, what's happening, Cave Dave? How you doing, man? Tactical Review, maybe I wasn't the first to return that particular rifle. Good guess, but I don't think so. Now, when they launched these and put them out, this was purchased within 24 hours. So, and this is the first time. These so-called Gallants, Gallant, you know, these were a brand new SKU. So this was purchased within 24 hours of the SKU. Now, maybe they gave it to one of their shills, you know, some of their people that they pay money to and all that. They could have given it to a paid shill and he returned it. That's possible, but I'll tell you what, there was no time. You know, I bought it within 24 hours of this brand new rifle line getting released to the public. So, someone's saying they don't buy guns online. Gosh, it just skipped on me here. Garage Guy, man, I'm trying to do good, but this rifle is a hot mess, garbage. But other than that, I'm trying to do good. You know what? I can fix all this myself too. And if I do end up fixing it myself, I'm still gonna, like, I can literally go in here. I know how to do all of this. I can take all the controls off. I can go over it real lightly with a belt sander, just graze it a couple times. Then I can keep going down and by hand, finish it with some auto body sandpaper. I can refinish it. I can get some E-clips because E-clips are probably the best thing to use on Galils anyways because of the way that fancy selector works. But I can put E-clips in it. I can get in there and probably line up the rails right and tune the rails with a file. I can do all of it. I just shouldn't have to because if I wanted to do all that, I could just buy a kit and a receiver and do all of that. You guys get what I'm saying, right? Mac the Great. How's it going, Mac? Good to see you here, man. But yeah, it sucks buying guns online. You're right. You're right. I love to buy guns face to face, but here's the thing: you're not going to buy this face to face. These aren't in any gun shops. Maybe once in a blue moon, a dealer might get one of these, but as a whole, you just don't see this kind of stuff in there, right? So I had no choice but to really buy it online, to be honest. And these sold out within like 3 or 4 days. So yeah. Gunny Jones says, I've seen better local built AK variants in caves over in Afghanistan. Want you to get one? Yeah, get me one, man. No, that's what I said earlier. A guy in the Khyber Pass with like these two tools and a big hammer. Yeah. RJL, how's it going, RJ? How much are the G3s selling for? The Taurus G3, right? Or do you mean the roller locker German battle rifle? Let's say you're talking about the Taurus G3. About $230 I've seen. I guess Rural King's got them on sale. There was another local place. A lot of the places online are hovering around $230, $240 right now. Best to buy it local if you can, though. Okay, Ant Diesel Vision. Cool, cool. I pronounced it right, man. Cool. That's what I thought, but sometimes guys will have kind of an acronym name, and it's, you know. Yeah, but you guys are saying it again. This is why I've never ordered a gun online. Howard Sadler, what's the most affordable AR-15 that shoots 5.56 or 2.23? Well, it's definitely not this one. Here's what sucks, guys. I even bought some different grain weights of Wolf, and I got the Penn to go back. I got lucky, guys. We're back in the game. Hold on. So probably the best, Howard. I don't want to say the best, but you're probably going to be good to go with a PSA if you buy their Freedom Kit and then a stripped lower, okay? Probably the cheapest way to go. It's probably going to be good. Most of theirs are good. Not all of them, though, okay? I do have a hot mess Palmetto right over here. It happens, but probably more likely than not, I'm going to say you're just getting into the AR budget. Buy a Freedom Kit from PSA, Palmetto State Armory, and then just a stripped lower of your choosing, which range from like $40, and then they can go up significantly depending on what you want. You also need to buy a magazine. You know, don't forget about that. The parts kits from PSAs don't come with a mag. And you're going to save money by pinning it together. You know, really, if you want to do it that way. If you want to buy a completely assembled one, then you can buy an assembled rifle from Ruger's got some cheap ones nowadays. There's a bunch of companies, but the absolutely cheapest way, if you're willing to put it together yourself, is probably a PSA Freedom Kit. RJL's a new subscriber. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Matt Morrison, how's it going, man? You said very nice. No. Okay, scratch. No, this thing's garbage. You might want to watch this later. This is one of the most atrocious things I've ever seen. Hold on, just for Matt, because Matt's a good buddy of mine. I finally got the Penn, luckily enough, to go back in. So now I'm going to keep my hand here. This is how I have to shoot this rifle, right? Up. Oh, my gosh. I wish so bad this was a big enough channel for Classic to see this. For JRA to see this. They might see it. Oh, I had to hit it pretty hard that time, guys. This is the sound of the infamous Beulah Defense Receiver, made by the most exclusive, skilled AK manufacturer there ever, never was. USA. Buy domestic. Support your local business. We won't let you down. You get what you pay for, boys. Don't buy a $700 Wasser. By the way, one of the greatest AKs I've ever had. All my Wassers. Don't buy a $700 Wasser. Up yourself. 50% more to this American made. Let me show you guys an analogy here. Romania. Not quite a third world country, okay? Not quite a third world country, but they're on the lower economical scale of Europe, right? Like they're kind of one of like the second rate economy Eastern European countries. Let me show you guys a comparison here. And by the way, Matt, you missed that part of it too, okay? You missed that part of it, Matt. All the milling. Let's see here. You have to do it in the right light. All the swirling and machining marks. See there? Anyone that's new coming in? Okay, there you go. And those are thick enough where I can feel them with my fingernail. They're about like a 78 record, you know. Not the big line that's in between the tracks, but the small little lines. Okay, let's do a comparison here. Okay. So when I bought this new $350 rifles, right? Let's adjust for inflation. $700. Okay. This one's worth more than that because it has the provenance of an Iraqi bringback, but it doesn't matter. For these purposes, it's a Wasser. Okay. This is a not quite third world, but 2.5 world, second world, almost third world, Eastern, former con bloc, European country. Now, if you want to spend 50% more than you did for that Wasser, you have to very carefully start off by putting your hands over the pens because they'll fall out. And after you carefully do that, it's very hard to fire a rifle like this, guys, but you keep your hands there. Made in the USA by the most premier. Now, I have heard them call this Beulah Defense mil-spec. This is a military provider of the greatest there ever was. 50% more. Yeehaw! Ooh, we got lucky, guys. The new thumbs forward Galil. Oh, the pen almost just... See, at any minute, guys, if I literally like just slip up for 2 seconds, that pen starts to pop back out again. Oh, gosh. No, I've had a good streak lately, guys. Think about it. All the reviews I've been doing on guns, it almost seems like I was just talking to a friend. I'm like, man, these guys are literally going to start thinking I'm Such because every gun I've been showing you guys has been awesome, but I realized what I've been doing right. Recent purchase from Turkey. Look at this thing, guys. This gun's really, really nice for the money. $330 made from the great, you know, manufacturing techniques of TSAS on their dirt floor in Turkey. Look at this thing. Hold on. You guys probably thought I was Such for a while because all these guns I'm showing, I'm like, this is an awesome gun. But here's the thing. They've all been awesome I've been getting because it's been a while since I bought an American-made rifle. Turkey. Good to go. Brazil. Are you kidding me? These guns haven't even thought about messing up on me yet. Expensive guns like this. These are expensive, guys. $179 before rebate. $155 after rebate. So, yeah. No, this isn't the Such channel. I just happen to have a good run by buying, you know, foreign-made guns that are less than $200. Yeah. This is the way to go. What do we got going here? Matt Morrison, yeah. It wasn't quite that much, but it was. Yeah, you know, a Wasser's like 700 right now, right? 50% more than that, around 1,000. So, yeah. The new thumbs forward Galil grip. I'm going back to that again. Jeez, oh Pete's. Yeah, the thumbs forward grip from behind the magwell. Cave Dave got a Romanian PM90 kit that he'll be shooting by noon tomorrow if he doesn't sleep in. Nice, nice. But hopefully that one actually works. Well, it's a kit. You're going to build it, so you'll make sure it works, right? Cool, cool. Right on, man. Right on. Ooh, Tree Guy said, looks like someone took a cheese grater to it. I know. I think it's from their, they just took their mill bit over it. CNC, obviously. Maybe it was a little bit dull at the time. I don't know. But whatever. If it chatters a little bit or swirls a little bit, can happen. But then you've got to do a little metal finishing. Surplus mag, whatever. I guess the mag looks okay. Well, we'll see if this den impedes it. But this is how much I was looking forward to this gun. I wanted to just I wasn't even going to show it tonight. I was just going to do a review on it. I thought everything was going to be cool, obviously. And I even bought some variety of ammo for it. I was all excited. I went out and got 3 different grain weights. I got some of this Tula 62 grain, range friendly. It was basically the same price as the regular. I'd be shooting it outside. But I wanted to try this range friendly. Maybe do a little video letting people know about this ammo. Some 62 grain. I got some 55 grain hollow point Tula steel case. I definitely wanted to see what that 55 grain hollow point would do. And some 75 grain hollow point. So 3 drastically different bullet weights here, going from 55 all the way up to 75. Another little pile of ammo over there that I bought a stack of ammo to take this out and test it with. I was really hoping it might fire fine. I could put E-clips in it, and maybe if I fire it enough, it'll get rid of that hitch. It'll wear down enough metal, but it could wear down enough metal where it gets worse too. And then I'll still have to look at it all the time. And if I have to literally tear the gun all the way down and do my own metal finishing, my own surgery on the inside of it, if I have to true up the rails on it, that's what kit builders do. So what I'll probably do is just send this one back and then take my kit that's coming in and get a receiver for it and just build my own, I guess, for cheaper. I didn't really feel like building one right now. I wanted, I have other things I'm doing and working on. I just kind of wanted one that would work out of the box. Jeremy Wilson says, sounds so much smoother. I know, and that's considered by many people to be like the bottom of the line fit and finish AK. Even though I love the Wassers, so you wouldn't hear me say that. But it's considered, you guys know what I'm saying. It's considered to be on the lower end of things over the years, right? Explicit says, yeah, I hope their customer service is better than their gunsmiths. I really hope so, because last time, All right, guys, I've ripped on this enough. I'm going to go take a quick break here just for 5 minutes. I'm going to come back and see if there's any more questions. Sorry, guys, I kind of ran it a little bit. If I missed one of you guys' good questions, just do it again, and then you can go at 2AEDU, like how the man you wish you were did, and I can see it a lot easier. So the man you wish you were, how's it going, buddy? He says, hey, how about some shotgun shows? It'll be in line for Turkey Day, bird hunters. That's not a bad idea. I'll see what I can do. I've got some videos already recorded for the next few days. G3 holster, for anyone that's interested, I'm pretty excited about. And I did do a video not too long ago with the Lynx 12 shotgun. So if any of you guys missed that and you're interested, go back and look at them. So Mac the Great, I'm not leaving, just taking a 5-minute break. I do want to do some Q&A because I feel like I ranted way too long about this goofy thing over there, whatever you want to call it. And I hope you guys know me well enough by now. I was being sarcastic a lot tonight. Like, I love USA. So when I was saying stuff like, we shouldn't buy anything made in America anymore. Thanks, Tree Guy. That's where I'm going right now. Look, I love the USA. I love all the hardworking people in the USA. But it does give our country a bad name when this happens. So was I being sarcastic ripping on this rifle? Absolutely not. But yes, I still have a lot of pride in the USA. So I kind of thought about it for a second here, and I'm like, man, I just told these guys like the USA sucks. No, we don't suck. They're just we don't know how to build AKs. So, Daniel Kolb, how about the Palmetto State AKs? We talked about this earlier. Okay, I have a Gen 1 right here, and it was a piece of garbage. But there was a totally different company making them for them back then. It's changed. Lots of things have changed. There's some good people in this chat that are telling me right now that the GF3 is good to go. I don't own one, but there's some guys in here who kind of know what they're talking about that are saying they're good. So I'll tell you this. From what I understand, the GF3 Palmetto, stuff you would buy today, are probably good. They have had some problems with some of their first iterations, okay? So, Gun Squawk. Galco IWB for a Glock 19 works great. Is the Galco a leather one maybe? Leather may be, but Kydex, I always like to use a Kydex holster that's exactly for the gun. Like with my G2C Kydex holster, the G3 still doesn't fit in the same as for the actual G3. Plus, there's a holster company that I really want to recommend to you guys. That's a small business and they're really cool. So I'll be talking about them. I'll be talking about them in a video really soon here. Yeah, like Chick, I said, no, we don't suck at all. We just don't know how to make an AK, I guess. Because that BM59, okay, that makes sense, Gun Squawk with the leather. Yes, sir. I get that. A completely Kydex, though? Not that we'd fight about it, but I would argue with you a little bit on that one. So they were able to do the Italian Beretta BM59 okay. Well, here's the thing, poor conservative. You're right. AKs aren't USA, so maybe we should stick to USA guns. But we can't because of our bureaucracy and our politics. They have banned and sanctioned away and executive actioned away, including our current beloved president, Molat, Russia. It's true. Look it up. They've banned and executive actioned all the foreign imports away. Do you think I'd be even fooling around with this if I could get these from the country of origin? If they would still make an SAR or a ARM, if IMI would, IWI, whatever now. No, they want to make the ACE, which the ACE isn't the same as this. So no, I can't even buy these guns from their correct country of origin, or trust me, I would. Explicit. All right. Good night, man. You have a good weekend too. I'll keep you guys informed. I do like Kydex holsters. Gun Squawk, I do like them. I'll do a hybrid holster too sometimes, but I'll be back in a second, guys. I'm gonna take a quick break and I'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. I just sparked a new video, he says. I'm always looking for a new video. If you guys are bored while I'm gone real quick here, you can look at the Where's Waldo in the back. That is one of the features of this live stream, as you guys know. You can see if anything's moved throughout the week. But other than that, give me video ideas in the comments. I put out 2 videos yesterday that were literally requests from viewers. So that's why I do this, to have fun with you guys. So any requests, let me know. I like a leather holster too, Gun Squawk. I saw that. I'm old school and new school, so you're still good, man. I like me a leather holster myself. And trust me, I'm plenty old school. I'll be right back, guys. I like to razz Gun Squawk, though, once in a while. He's a nice guy, but he deserves a little bit. Tree guy, I grabbed my keys. I'm going into the back shop to grab the chainsaw. I want to show it to you. Man, it's cold outside. Anyone still in here? Of course you guys are. You guys are hanging out together in the chat. I'd be hanging out with you guys too if I were you. Have I said this lately? You guys are pretty cool. I seriously have the best people like on all of YouTube in my chat. So I feel pretty lucky to get to hang out with you guys. I really do. And this is why I look forward to my Friday nights. There's people around town here to hang out with, sure, but I'd rather hang with you guys, you know? I did get a cool text message that came through, though, earlier here. Looks like I was going my stream, so. It's having a hard time picking it up exactly, but Christmas jammies. I guess I could have been shopping for Christmas jammies instead tonight, but I'd rather hang out here. He goes, yeah, we're here, home slice. Let me go grab some batteries. I want to show you guys this saw real quick. Okay, so those of you guys that are into tools, you know, power tools, 2A for president. Oh boy. I feel an impersonation coming on in a minute, but give me a second here. Makita, I have tons of their LXT, their lithium ion 18 volt, and now some of them are 36 volt by combining. I have like all other stuff. So keep that in mind. I have their impact guns, their sawzalls, their circular saws, just angle grinders, like everything you can think of. Their blower, like it's all good stuff. And I literally use this stuff commercially. Those of you that follow me on IG, go back to one of my first posts a month or two back. You'll see some laying out on a deck. Those are part of this Makita series. So keep that in mind for reference, right? But I saw that Mateo, he says, heck yeah, I thought Cupcake, as it were, was supposed to be on tonight. Well, and Santa jammies happened instead. What's happening, Rockford Ordnance? Welcome to the Landscape Channel. So some of these Makita tools are like pretty cool. So this is a saw that I've been using like crazy this summer. It's 36 volts, 18 times 2. So here's what's cool about it. Instead of having a big, 36 volt battery, you can use the two 18s, which makes it versatile because all of your handheld tools, your drill, your impact, all that stuff takes one 18 volt, right? So now the last job I did with this was a nice sized mulberry tree. Those of you guys that are woodcutters, tree guy, maybe if you're still in here, you can vouch for this. Mulberry trees, don't underestimate them. They're a fruit tree, so they're kind of on the harder side, but they're gnarly. The way they grow, they're real gnarly and they twist around. And you know how it is to cut twisted grain. So I literally, with this saw, with the 16-inch bar, took it out back, and I was just going to limb with it. And then I didn't really feel like getting my gas saw started at the moment. Not that it's hard to start, but I kind of had it tuned for the summer. And those of you guys that are big time into two strokes, you know what I mean. You tune it for 90-degree weather. Then when it's like 17 degrees, because we had a cold snap last week, the carb's not quite right, so you got to retune it for the day. At least with a couple of my gas saws, because I've modified and ported the mufflers on them and stuff to get them to run like hot rods. And once you hot rod a gas saw, you kind of have to tune for the day, right? But this guy is the real deal. Like literally, this saw was I was literally burying this 16-inch bar in 15 solid inches of gnarly, mulberry tree. So it works great. Now, what helps this saw out is this is using the narrow curve chain. So this is 3/8-inch low profile chain, right? But it's 0.043 as opposed to the normal 0.050 on your smaller saws like this. So you don't have quite as much drag. So that's what allows this saw to cheat a little bit, if you will, being a battery. You know what I'm saying? Is it has such a narrow curve. So heck yeah. So has the chain brake just like normal. There's a power button up top here that you have to use to initially fire it up. It's green. I'm going to pull the trigger. Nothing's going to happen, and the light's going to blink. That's because it has a regular kickback brake, right? The Ray has a regular chain brake. So now that I took the brake off, I'm going to turn it on. It has a little safety here like how a lot of saws do. I don't know how much is coming through the microphone, but this thing's a screamer, guys. It's got a half wrap handlebar, so I can grab onto the left side if I'm stumping, you know. I don't want to get it too close and fling oil on the camera, but toolless chain tensioning right here, simple. You just press in on this little detent, that pops out. Counterclockwise to loosen it, clockwise to tighten it. These things are awesome. Now, if you're not a professional, you might not want this, but if one of you guys are just a homeowner and you've got like a wooded lot or whatever, they're not too bad. These have come down to about $350 for the package. So it'll come with the saw, 2 5 amp hour batteries, $350 to $399. I can't remember. Amazon's got them. Local power equipment dealers have them, but $350 to $400. It comes with 2 5 amp hour batteries, the saw itself, bar and chain, a dual battery charger so you can charge them at once. I noticed on Amazon right now, they have a special where you get 2 extra batteries. So that's actually like almost a $200 value right there. So you can get this whole package for $400 or less with 4 batteries. And I don't know if you guys can hear this, but it's got the chain speed. It's got the chain speed of a real chainsaw. So heck yeah. Battery gauge up top here. You can just hit the button and it'll show you where your batteries are at. It just briefly shows you, but it's enough where you can stop and, you know, see where your battery is. But yeah, just wanted to show that to any of my wood cutting buddies out here. And then of course they have a top handle version too. Not quite as much power as the two-handed saw. This is a top handle. It's balanced okay. It's good for one-handed cutting. I find myself wishing the handlebar wrapped down a little further for the left hand, but it's decent. Same thing, 36 volts. This has got a little 14-inch bar on it right now. So yeah, these are also pretty good. 18 times 2, so 36 volts. And I need to grab a towel before I touch my mouse because I just got a little grease on me from this one. But yeah, this isn't a chainsaw stream. Just wanted to show you guys real quick. I also have a battery-powered lawnmower. Mine's not a Ryobi, though. Mine's a Greenworks Pro, which is a truly professional battery-powered 20-inch push mower. It's got a metal deck on it and everything, a steel deck. Yes, the man you wish you were. You have a compact version of that full-size Makita. Looks like I got a super chat here. Gunny Jones, $10. Awesome, man, for the hand select option. Awesome, dude. I really, really appreciate it. Nobody's sending me guns, guys. Just word of mouth with the channel. You know, having new people come on over and subscribe. Patreon supporters, you guys are awesome. And quite a few super chats tonight. So thanks a lot, guys. Thank you. Gun Squawk. Love Makita and Ryobi saws. Heck yeah, man. I really, really like the Makita power tools. Oh, love them. Rockford Ordnance, dude, chainsaw. Can you cut a good sized tree with that? Oh, you probably asked that before I answered, but yeah. Cut a 15-inch mulberry tree that was gnarly and twisted grain. Tree guy will tell you guys what that means. When I say twisted grain, you can get yourself a Widowmaker pretty quick. You can cut yourself a hinge, some holding hinge wood, and then instead of the tree actually falling and directionally falling it with the hinge, it can torque itself back around on you because the tree literally tried to grow itself like a tornado inside. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's hard to explain, but the popping sound it makes and the way it wants to twist on the stump, you know it when you see it. Mulberry trees can get pretty big. Yeah, Mac the Great. Gunny's pretty awesome. I mean, all you guys are awesome, but Gunny's just $10 more awesome than most of you. I'm joking, guys. 4 or 5 of you have given me super chats tonight. Poor Conservative, Dog Dad, Tactical Review. Shout out to all you guys and your channels. Dog Dad's giving me. Thank you, Dog Dad. Dog Dad's giving me so many super chats. I'm kind of almost embarrassed, but because I know I'm not worth any money, but I really, really appreciate it, guys. I really do. What's Jeremy Wilson talking about? Can't go wrong with Still. Oh, I like Still too. I was just showing you these because these are something maybe you guys haven't seen, okay? There's Husqvarna back there, Sweden. You guys familiar with them? Husqvarna. They actually made rifles. They're M38, the 6.5 Swede Mausers, right? Dirt bikes. You guys know them. I've got Still equipment back there. I've got Red Max. Some more Greenworks cordless stuff. I've got Makita's gas chainsaws too. Little trivia for you guys. Makita's chainsaws aren't made by Makita, never were. Not their gas ones. Not the gas, the electric, yes. They're actually made by Sash Dolmar. And Dolmar is an exclusive premier company out of Germany. No questions asked. They're not as famous in the US as Still, but they're right up there with a Still. Both German. You know, Sash Dolmar started actually before Still, believe it or not, in Germany like 80 years ago. And if you buy a Makita gas saw, it's all Dolmar. They just literally put the blue plastic on it. If you buy it as a Makita, you get the orange plastic if you buy it as a Dolmar, and it'll say Makita made in Germany. And I have one of those saws back there too. So in that case, it's like, which one was cheaper? Which color do you like better? I have some Italian EFCO saws, EFCO, EFCO. I also have some Echo, American-made equipment. I've got Tanaka, Skag, Lasco, which was made by Cub Cadet Commercial, their commercial line. So yeah, I'm into a lot of the brands. I've tried all of it over the years, guys. I've been doing this for almost 20 years now, landscaping. So I've tried it all once or twice. I'm always kind of looking for something new, but I've kind of go to the tried and true stuff at the same time. You guys know what I'm saying. I've got some DeWalt power equipment. Milwaukee, I've heard you guys say. I have some Milwaukee. Some of their M12 tools are really nice. Relieving grain tension. There you go. And sometimes with a tree, you guys know what I'm saying. When you're felling a tree, you don't know. Here's what comes with experience. You can feel it cracking and you can hear it. And you kind of know when to get yourself out of the way because you can calculate the directional felling of every tree. And 99 out of 100, you can nail it. And then there's that one weird tree that just kind of has a mind of its own to it, right? Dog Dad says, you still going, man? Of course I'm going, man. It hasn't even been 2 hours. I sat and complained about this stupid gun for an hour and a half. Now I want to hang out with you guys. Yep. It's why many boards will warp after being cut because of the tension release. Yep. Especially an old gnarly mulberry. The only thing that's worse than those is a darn piss elm. You guys ever mess with elm trees? If you have, you know why I'm calling it piss elm. The sap will smell like cat piss. Oh, yeah. And you guys are mentioning some good brands here. Rigid, Freddie F. Heck yeah. Yeah. He smoked it. Those are the brushes probably you got smoking on the engine brushes, and it's still working today. Now, Rigid has a couple product lines like all these guys do now. They got their industrial line, and then they've got their homeowner, and then their mid-grade, you know. Fisker's Hatchet in the house. Tactical Review. Jeremy Wilson, Husky's good. That's what he calls them for short. Yep, Husqvarna. Yep. I run Husqvarna whips. I really like them. Have I heard of mesquite wood? Yes, I've heard of it. We don't have any growing here in Michigan, though. But I've definitely heard of it. Heck yeah. That was a rough day, Tactical Review said. Tree Guy said he's seen some reviews. They weren't good. Let's see some shotguns, Max says. Yeah, I'm going to scroll back here, guys, because I asked you guys if you had any suggestions when I was on my little break there. Anything you guys anything you guys mention in here, I do usually go back and watch these after the fact because it's hard to keep up with everything, but I do like to read what you guys say. I really do. The Steyrs are awesome. I agree. I've got a Steyr M9 right over there. German guns are probably the best, right? Poor conservative. I think poor conservative's pretty much going to be. Poor conservative told me, guys, on the down low, we were doing some private message, and that he's going to pretty much go over to just Glocks and Steyrs, from what I understand, and roller locker variants. He's going to go pretty much straight to the Strudel and Schnitzel guns. Is that true, poor conservative? Was that you, or was that someone else I'm thinking of here? 2-8 till death. What did he say? Ooh, maybe that's what made Democrats so salty. They got ripped off by James River Armory. How many of you guys subscribe to or follow rather on IG Poor Conservative? Did you guys see his meme he put up today? I'm not going to tell you guys who was in it, but go over to Poor Conservative's IG. Well, he's not called Poor Conservative on there, okay? Put the name of your IG in here. Put your IG on here, Poor Conservative, so they can see this meme. Poor Conservative hasn't switched over to Schnitzel guns, guys. I've just been being too nice to him lately. Gunny Jones is going to bed. Good night, man. Good night. Hopefully I'll see you next time, man. Have a good one. Thanks again, man. Topic change. What are your thoughts on Antifa? Oh, come on, man. Oh, I just got done going over this tobacco for an hour and a half. I'm just starting to get in a good mood, and he asked me what my thoughts are on Antifa. Oh, geez. Okay, guys. Go over to Dominion HJC USA on IG. He put out a meme tonight. Follow him over there, right? And, yeah. The guy that was in the picture was pretty cool. He's a pretty nice guy, I've heard. That's what they tell me anyways. Okay, Dog Dad. I'm not going to really get into it tonight because I don't want to get in a bad mood, but not good. Not good at all. The ones that claim to be the anti-fascist, yeah, they're the fascists. No question about it. No question about it. Nah, you didn't ruin the mood, but don't get me started on those people. There's low down, and then there's low down. They're pretty much about as low as it goes. Man, you wish you were. Short-barreled used Mossberg 500 with a pistol grip was my first gun. Right on, right on. Lower than a snake's belly. Yeah, tactical review +1. Just an info for pine sap. If you spray off bug spray on your hands, it'll remove it. Good idea, Jeremy. It's probably better than taking the old 2-stroke gas and doing the old, right? Oh, what shotguns do I have with me here right now, guys? Let me think. Let me get this out of here. I got a self-defense shotgun that's all loaded up in the front shot, but I don't really want to grab that right now. I'll put this thing in the sink and let it maybe it'll decide to clean itself up a little bit if I put this over here in the sink. What do you guys think? All right. Treat her like the dirty horse she is and try to clean her up a little bit. Does that sound good to you, Jeremy Wilson? Road Scholar's here. What's happening, Road Scholar? If you get bored later and want to see a complete and utter train wreck, go back to the beginning part of the video, man. I know you're an AK guy. You don't know what's going on. I am going to do a review video, guys, and I thought about it, and I am going to do a review video. And it's not even going to be like tonight, so stay tuned. If you guys want to see a review video, there's going to be one, but it's not going to be how you think it is. I actually thought of a very fun idea I have for a review. What have we got here? Oh, here's one that's right here on the top. Rockford Ordnance, you missed the most messed up Galil that's ever been seen. Do you guys remember this one? The Lynx 12. This one didn't fall apart when I took it out of the box because it's made in China. So you know you can rely on this one. Lynx 12, AK style shotgun. I did a whole video on this. Adjustable gas system. Hard chromed bolt and carrier. It's really lightweight. Really lightweight. Balance as well. Chrome lined bore. Sega style threads for an external choke. Take Sega 12 mags. James River Armory messed up. James River Armory / Beulah Defense / Classic Firearms / Hot Mess. They should all be ashamed of themselves. How much did this cost me, Mac? Mac the Great. Yeah, this was $300. Now, it was on a blowout sale. They were getting rid of this specific model with the chromed carrier and bolt. But yeah, $300. Like, kind of like too good to be true. And that's why I was saying before, guys, like, I was afraid, and trust me, this isn't the case. Like, I think you guys know this by now. I hope you do. I was afraid I was going to look like the Suits channel. Like, I've been buying all this cheap stuff, and I'm giving you guys, like, excellent reviews. All of it seems great. And then it all came crashing down on me today. I couldn't keep the streak of good guns going too long. I went and bought an American-made AK. Ugh. Ooh. It hurts, guys. I do not have the SDS Imports Cheetah 12, but I believe this is what replaced the Cheetah 12, right? I think so. Isn't that how that worked? The Lynx was the next iteration of it. So I don't have the Cheetah Tree Guy. I imagine it might be something like this, but this is also an SDS Imports, you know. SDS Imports has been bringing it with some pretty value guns that seem pretty good. You know, they really do. Just don't suit your truck hood, Bastard said. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, you guys know what I'm saying, though. It just happens to be like this SDS, right? SDS Imports. I haven't shot this yet, guys. Full disclaimer. If it doesn't shoot good, well, then all bets are off. But right now, seems pretty nice out of the box. Oh, geez, Matt Morrison. Hard to believe. The Century Galil may be better. Oh, the old Gallant. I would trade this straight up for a Gallant, wouldn't I, at this point? Not really, because I could just get my money back for this and buy 2 Gallants, and then I'd have 2 guns that suck. Ooh. Yeah, that does hurt, doesn't it? Cave Dave's still here. Oh, yeah, on IG. Did you see the meme, Cave Dave? What do you think, man? Now, I'm going to have a Galil parts kit. If you guys want, I can show that in the next stream. I don't have it yet, but Galil parts kit. Matt's like, I'm sorry. No, you're not. You're not sorry. Don't even try to tell me that. I know better. I know what's up with that. Let's see what else I got going on here. You know, I'm not a real big shotgun guy per se. I have a few. I have a few shotguns here and there, but not like a metric ton of them or anything. Blow the dust off the barrel of this one. This one doesn't get used on the regular basis or anything, but here's a gauge for you guys. My IG is 2A__edu, if you guys are asking me. Poor Conservatives is up there in the chat somewhere. But yeah, here's an old gauge. Double barrel. With a little bit of scrolling here on the side plates. It's got the barrel release right here. Okay. Good old-fashioned side-by-side. This is a pretty old one, guys. It's got the dual hammers, the 2 triggers. You can cock both of your hammers. There's where they're going to contact in the back. Nope, this is not a percussion cap. I know it looks like it kind of is, but these are spring-loaded firing pins on each side. I don't want to dry fire this, but I'm going to put my finger over it. But yeah, 2 triggers, 2 hammers. You guys asked for a shotgun. That might not be. Yeah, shoot both at the same time with triple buck in it. I don't know, man. Not on this gun. This gun's a little bit. This is an old gun, guys. This is pretty darn old. I'm trying to think if I. It's hard to date these guns exactly. But yeah, this is an E. James is the brand. E. James & Co. If you look on the bottom, there's a little. I don't know if it's going to pick it up, but there's a little like pheasant going on down there. Some scrolling. You can tell this thing's well used. Half of the engravings are kind of worn down on it. But yeah. Nice patina on the barrels. Thanks, guys. It looks like you guys actually like it. The Joe Biden special. Jeez, oh Pete. Every one of them always has a cracked stock. Yeah, pretty much. Is this stock cracked on here? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. On the wrist? No, you're right. They all do. They all do. That's pretty much a given, isn't it? A crack in the wrist of the stock? Oh, yeah. Wouldn't expect anything less out of a gun this old. Really what it is, and I should just do this, is really I just thought it would look good as a wall hanger. It would probably still shoot, really, but probably just use it as a wall hanger. Just break it like this and hang it over, you know, a couple long nails on the wall. That's really what it's good for at this point. I basically paid wall hanger price for it. It's not like I didn't pay any kind of money for this. I don't think it's collectible or anything. Yep. Okay, Braster was reading my mind. He had previously said, you know, he has an A.J. Aubrey hammer, 12-gauge double barrel. It's been in the family since around 1900. Seen better days and is a wall hanger. There you go. Enos James and Company, poor conservatives telling me. Gotcha. Is this actually a famous maker? Or? Don't really know about it too much. I don't remember exactly the year of this, but this is going to be very early 1900s, right? My wife had My wife had dogs when she was a kid, but we've never had any dogs as adults. My wife has a couple cats, and you know, I've had goats before. I still do now. Yeah, not really too many dogs. I guess there was a dog when I was a little kid. Like I've seen it in baby pictures, but I think it died when I was like 3. The family dog when I was a kid. But yeah, not really too many of them. Do any of you guys have dogs in the chat right now? And if you do, Dog Dad, just like his name sounds like, go over there and check his channel out. He's going to talk about healthy eating and lifestyles for your dog, natural foods, raw foods, things like that. So, yeah. Go over there and check it out. You guys probably already have, but if not, dogs, cats, gotcha. Yeah, poor conservative, pretty common 1900s piece. Yeah. I spent like $50 for it, and I thought it was worth $50 for artwork. You know what I'm saying? Might not be worth a penny more than that at all. Yeah, that is a good point, Dog Dad. He says, time to get a pup. They're the best time to grab my firearm alarm you'll ever have. That's probably true. It is. I don't have anything against dogs. I did. Oh, Rockford ordinance. Never trust a man without a dog. Ooh. Ooh. Just kidding, he said. All right. All right. Huh. Cats, dogs. Yeah. We still have a cat. We did have two, but one of them recently passed away. But yeah. Let me put this thing down before I keep messing with it. If I keep messing with it much more, the barrel might wear all the way through, right? But no, it's pretty cool. I don't mind the looks of it. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here in just a couple minutes. But before I do, if you guys have any more questions, let me know. They sell for $350 to $500. Geez, maybe I should sell it. Anyways, I'm going to see if you guys have any more questions. But yeah, that sucks, dog, Dad. That really does suck. Yeah, our cat. It was a long time, family cat too that had been with us for like 14, 15 years, and it died right in my wife's arms while I was at work. But her and my daughter sat there and watched him take his last breath. It does suck, especially when you've had him that long. Oh, you guys have got a lot of dogs. Are you guys all sub to Dog Dad who have dogs? Check it out. He's got a nice info program, whatever you want to call it. Not really a program, but I don't know. It seems like some of your videos you're offering programs for people for their dogs eating nutritiously, right? I think that's the right word. When are you giving me back my Tangfoglio? I got a Tangfoglio Witness P over there. When am I going live again? Next Friday around 9:30 Eastern time. Unless something really, really crazy comes up, like I'll skip shopping for pajamas and all kinds of stuff to be on here. So, but unless something crazy comes up, like a bad snowstorm or an emergency, I'll be here every Friday night, 9:30. Heck yeah, looks like you guys are all hooking each other up. Good deal. Good deal. They're like, yeah, that's why we're here, dude. We're not really here to watch you. We just want. I'm messing with you guys. But here's the thing. I bought this thinking it'd be like something really nice to show you guys. And there's going to be a review on it. That way, I'm pointing the wrong way. It's in the sink. See it there peeking out, guys, right behind me? Trying to clean it up a little bit. No, not really. There's no water in there. But I bought that thinking that'd be the thing I could look forward to showing you guys. And I was going to show it right along with my Israeli FNFAL. I thought they'd be like a cool pair, That's probably why I ranted so much, guys, because I was really looking forward to it. Like a nice Galil with a nice Izzy FAL. You guys get the point. And then I went out there and got something that I actually thought might be hit or miss, guys. So we're going to see what happens. Here's another gun that I'm kind of going on the edge with. I'm going to give you guys just a sneak preview because the unboxing video is going to be coming next week. But I did buy this. The gun that's fallen from grace so far that these went from $500 down to $450, down to $4, down to $350, down to $3. Can we get a bid? $353, $3 a quarter, $3, $275, not even $250, but all the way down to $220. So I said, you know what? This is down to G2C price now. So let's review it. Everyone else has reviewed it. All the guys that got them for free reviewed them. The one person destroyed this gun so bad, which whatever, that they almost went bankrupt. Other people have had them and said they worked perfect. So I'm going to do a video on this thing. And this was the one that literally, for how cheap it went down to, we're just going to see what happens and roll the dice, But as it would work, the one that I had high hopes for, and really had high hopes for, But yeah, I'm going to review this guy right here. You guys know what this is, I assume, right? But they say it's on its 3rd generation now, so we'll see. Weston 222, what's happening, man? Oh man, the Galil, you can go back and watch it at the end here. You can go back and rewind, man. I'm trying to get in a good mood now. That Galil got me. I mean, I'm not mad or nothing, but man, did that get me kind of a little bit let down. The Galil's sitting over there, right there in the sink right now, just over there, so it can't make me mad anymore. It's in timeout, you know? So, yeah. I need a rich uncle that likes me. That's the key, because a lot of people have a rich uncle that doesn't like so much, right? So, yeah. FAL, where is it at? Have you seen my FAL? No, the sink's not full, Weston. It's just literally, it was a joke. It's not. It's not actually in water. It's just sitting there because I don't know. Have you seen my my FAL? Maybe he hasn't. I guess I'll just do a review on the FAL this week too, because I was kind of waiting. I wanted to do the Galil and the FAL together because you can tie them in with history and whatnot, but yeah. Rockford Ordnance would like to thank everyone for the subs. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I was doing the channel shout outs earlier before I saw Rockford Ordnance, but he's got quite the channel going on over there too, guys. So, yeah. JE, dude, I just got here. I got one too. So many jamming issues. Oh, dude, you know what? No, right off the bat. Broken Penn retainer, fell right out of the gun. This stupid clipped half washer fell out of the gun. Okay. And this was the first time I charged it, like right on the gun shop counter. Trigger went sideways, all bound up. Took me forever to get it apart. So the pins are falling out. I finally was sitting here during half this stream and would rack it back, let go, and it would completely jam up. The carrier would get stuck on the rails. I'd have to slap. Okay, there's some new guys in here, okay? Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to bring it out just one more second. Yeah, I have a Hebrew Warhammer right over here. Let me just show, just because JE actually has one of these, let's compare notes real quick, okay? Look, just so you guys know that just came in here, okay? I have not. Oh, okay, the launchers are right back there, actually. Can you guys see those when I get up? Is that what you're talking about? You can see the handle. Great. Hold on one second, and I will definitely show you the RPGs. The RPGs right over here. So, yes. I know you were joking, but yes, there is RPG launcher right over there. So don't let me forget. And you think I'm joking, but I'm not. Okay. So first of all, I have to keep my hand over here braced because these, if you even blink at them or tip the gun upside down, the trigger and hammer pins will fall out. They'll completely fall out. There's no retaining, nothing, okay? So I'm going to hold them with my left hand just to show. Now I'm going to charge it. And it just hangs right up there. It's just caught in the back, caught on the rails. And then I just got this today, guys, okay? If I really slam it back and let go, it'll go forward, but it'll clunk, clunk, clunk. There you go. The machining marks are atrocious. Swirls all over it. Let me show you this side better. Oh, I got to keep the gun on a certain angle or I will lose these pins. The machining. No metal finishing was done to this whatsoever after it was CNC'd. Okay, there you go. You can see all the swirls everywhere. Now, these are deep grooves. They're about like what you'd find on a 78, vinyl record. Definitely deep enough to feel. When we go to the lightning cut, you can see all the deep machinings and grooves there. And it looks like, to me, an incompletely milled out pocket for that lightning cut. That doesn't look like the average lightning cut pocket for, Galil's I've seen in my reference books. These pins, like I said, there's no retainer. They're going to completely fall out. That was busted in the box when I first bought it. They refinished most of the metal parts on it, but not the bipod. So it's like when you buy a new AK, you should either have a Battlefield pickup or newly refinished parts. They did an abomination of both, which that's not a good scenario. And yeah, probably the worst rifle I've ever owned or seen. No question about it. Not happy. I'm going to do a review on it early next week. I'm going to call the manufacturer, call Classic, call them all, see what happens. I'll let you guys know if I need your help or not. But yeah, JE, does that bring you up to speed? Weston222, a couple of the guys that just popped in. I just gave you the 30-second Cliff's Note. If you want to watch more later, there's an hour and a half on this gun. You'll find, once it posts up live. Keep in mind, when I get off the stream here, it's going to take it like a half hour before you'll see the whole thing. They'll only show you 2 hours worth at first. Then after it finishes processing, doing its behind-the-scenes things, then you'll get the full amount. So keep that in mind. Have I contacted Classic yet? No, I have not. No, I have not. They made a whole video about the handles. No. What about the handles that aren't on here? Is that what you're talking about? No, I did not see the video. JE. Your handle was wobbly. Okay, your charging handle. Yeah, see, I just got this today, guys. This was supposed to be the big thing tonight. Like, I was supposed to have this. I wasn't really going to show it. I was just going to tease it, and I was going to do like a half hour to 45-minute nice review on the gun and all that. Nah. And here's the thing. I give honest reviews. That's just what I do. My reviews have been like all positive, my last 10 reviews, because I've been on a kick buying like cheap sub-$200 Brazilian guns, and they've all been great. Like I was showing the guys earlier. My $330 Turkish 1911. I've been on a hot streak lately, guys, until I finally stepped up to a more expensive gun. The handguard. Oh, okay, a handguard, trying to justify it. My handguard's actually not loose. That's one thing I can say. The handguard is actually pretty darn tight, okay? They need to justify a lot of stuff, okay? They need to justify. They really do. Because keep this in mind. Not only did I get screwed out of my hard-earned money, and I work hard, guys. My parents don't have money. My family doesn't have money. I work like 80 hours a week. That's why I have money for a few guns, right? Just because I work more, like the American dream. Just work more. That's what I do. And anyways, to make a long story short, they need to justify something. To literally let this crap leave their warehouse, okay? And by the way, they sold legally what's legally classified as machine guns. My good friend has a channel. His name's Misha. Now there's the Misha Co channel. He also has his own channel named Misha. He put out a video last night, another one a week ago. He'll explain it all to you guys. But straight up, no questions asked. Classic Firearms in the year 2019 just sold machine guns to people as semi-autos. And it's true. It's 100% true. They're not even full auto, by the way. Those PSLs, they're not even full auto, but it doesn't matter. See, if you have the third pinhole here, even if you have none of the components to go with it, even if you're just using the retarder, aka safety sear, right, out of battery, there's a bunch of things you can call it, right? But 3 pinholes in any AK platform, it is a machine gun. End of story. It doesn't matter. Once a machine gun, always a machine gun. The only way you can rectify it is like with this M64. First, the third pinhole had to be welded first while it was still a parts kit, paperweights. Then, when you put it together, it's a semi-auto. You have to fill the third pinhole before you assemble it together as a receiver, right? Classic Firearms just sold machine guns to people, like literally in the last few weeks. You guys know about that? It's crazy. Like, here we are trying to fight tooth and nail, and we're trying to tell the anti-gunners, no, we're the good guys. We follow the laws. The gun people are the best there is. And I do believe that, because when I'm talking that way in my videos, I'm talking about you guys. And you guys are the best there is. But we've got people representing the gun industry, literally selling stuff that if it was in any other industry, there'd be a recall. Literally. If this was Ford that put out something like this, or Chevy, or some Samsung microwave ovens, there'd be a recall on this. Same people sold machine guns last week to the general public. The channel is called Misha. If you guys are interested in what I'm talking about, unbelievable. Completely unbelievable. And like Rockford Ordnance says, some unsuspecting sap, buys this gun because they weren't cheap, spends his $1,800 on a gun. It's semi-auto, bought it from supposedly a reputable dealer, right? An FFL holder, licensed, blah, blah, blah. Takes his semi-automatic, but it's really legally a machine gun home. Before you know it, knock, knock, knock. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Bang, bang, bang. Shoots his wife, shoots his dogs. Oh, geez, oh, Pete's, J.E. When I was shooting, it destroyed a bullet so badly that all the gunpowder poured out in the chamber and on the floor. That's dangerous, man. You know what could happen in theory? Probably not, but if a bunch of that powder stayed at or around your chamber, some of the sparks do fly back when it comes out of battery, right? Some of those sparks could have hit that powder, maybe not exploded, but you could have had yourself a nice little fire in the gun. It could happen. Especially if it ripped one of the cases and let some spark fly. Not a good idea. Not good. Not good. I don't even know that this thing's ever going to get shot by me. It just needs to go back. And I already know their policy, J.E., so watch it, man. They're going to want you to pay shipping back. They're going to want you to pay shipping the other way. By the time it's said and done, you'll pay $100 in shipping to get out of this debacle. And if you don't really talk assertively to them, they have that restocking fee too that you're going to have to fend off. Now, look, I'm not going to speak for them. Again, I'm not going to, but I'm just telling you guys what they're going to do to you. Hopefully not. But I've had them before where I had to pay shipping to send a train wreck back. So, yeah. And here's the thing. Do you guys ever notice when Classic talks about this so-called Beulah defense? Oh, Beulah defense. Beulah. Give me a break. If this is Beulah defense, screw them too. It says Beulah defense right on here, guys, just so you know. Let's see if it'll zoom in. Beulah defense right on the top here. It's just not going to catch it because it's too much black on black there. Okay, there we go. Beulah Defense Systems. Beulah Defense out of Ohio. Then James River Armory down below. So James River is buying these from Beulah. This thing's out of spec. And you know what? If it's not Beulah's fault, say it's James River that didn't put this together right and there was nothing wrong with the receiver from Beulah, it's still Beulah's fault. Because if you sell something to somebody like James River and they put something out with your name on it too, guess what? Sometimes it's who you hang out with, being in with the wrong crowd. What does this lightning cut look like to you guys? Does that look right to you? Or does it look like the machine was supposed to take a couple extra passes and it just stopped a little bit short? What do you guys think? Does that look quite right there? See the back of it? How you can see the two little rounded parts there where it kind of ears on it, like the bit didn't quite come and make its last pass. The program was off a little bit, maybe. What do you guys think? I don't know. I just got to keep the gun angled a certain way because these pens will walk out of here like nobody's business. J.E., send me an email, man. Maybe we can trade some more stories. GlockShooter79@gmail.com. Okay. Glockshooter, number 7, number 9, all one word, Glockshooter79@gmail.com. Tort makes Galil receivers. Yes, they do, Freddie. And I have a kit coming from Numrich with the wood handguard, which is what I really wanted anyways. That's a completely separate story. I don't even want to get into it. It's too late for that now, but I wanted the wood handguard originally. But yeah. Maybe I do need to buy a Tort receiver. These aren't that hard to put together, really. M4 Johnny, good night, man. Nice to see you, buddy. Yeah, it does look like junk, Cave Dave. It is junk. We used to think the Gallant, the so-called Gallant, you remember that thing? And here's the thing, the ATI one doesn't look good either. Not in my opinion. I guess we can't have a Galil unless we want to build it ourselves, right? But yeah. There's no water in the sink, guys. I don't want them to Void my warranty. No. Hold on. I'll show you guys I'll show you guys a nice Israeli firearm real quick before we get off here, okay? John Austin, I understand. You bought a POS, buyer beware. Only one to blame is yourself. Okay. Yeah. Buyer beware. You know what though? I'm trying to help everybody else out. So whatever. Plenty of positive reviews on this channel too. All right, here's that FAL a couple of you guys wanted to see. The Hebrew Warhammer, as they call it. Now this one's pretty cool. And that's the thing, guys. I don't need my milsurps to be completely perfect. There's a little bit of, previous light, marks on the old original parts. That's awesome. That's actually what I want to see, right? But I will tell you this. As soon as I took this out of the box and charged it, no problem whatsoever. You can see it's got the selector markings, the original selector markings there. Because this part of the receiver is original. And then they came up here and put on all the correct markings there. Yeah, it's a DSA, Rockford. Yep. No problems here, guys. Holds open on the mag like it should. Nice. Oh, yeah. I get good ones, too. I'm just going to do a review on this because it's going to take so long if or maybe never that this Galil thing gets straightened out. I'm not going to wait. I just thought it'd be kind of cool to, put the video out on this rifle first and then come back with the Galil, within the next couple days. You know what I'm saying? Maybe do a third video where I'm showing them kind of both and explaining the evolution through. I don't know. I had plans. I was trying to have some fun. But, But yeah, this one here is a lot better as far as the overall fit and finish. The machining of the parts, looking a lot better. Let's see here. Rockford Ordnance. Yeah, they weren't too bad, but these were a little bit expensive even when they first came out. But no, you're right. Not too bad. Not really, considering. I mean, they did a good job. They put all their markings, ATF required markings right here on the inside, which is cool. So as soon as you put your mag in, you really can't hardly tell the difference between a real one and one of these. It's got the carry handle, the adjustable gas system that these have. I'm overall pretty happy with it. Really? The cover's a little loose, but that's kind of how these are, so not a big deal. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, this is a 308 gun swak. Yep. 7.62 NATO 308. Yep. And it's even got the cool, it's got the original markings right here where you can see the 7.62. They actually put these markings on when they did it basically to original, original characters and all that. There we go. I think it's focused in a little bit there with the Hebrew. Yeah, this is nice. This is nice. Here's the crazy part, though. This didn't really cost much more than that 5.56 Galil did, to be honest. And it has the wood handguard, which I really like, and the wood stock. I wanted the wood handguard on that, but I guess that's another story for another day. Or maybe a story I won't even tell because it'll just go back, right? Oh, All right, hold on a second. Hey, John, I didn't whine for 2 hours, okay? Some new guys came in that bought the gun. You know what I'm saying? And they were asking me some questions because some other people spent their hard-earned money on it, and I was filling them in. So I'm not sure how long you've been here, but no, I wasn't trying to. I had the gun completely put away. Sometimes it's nice when you feel like you're all alone out there and you have somebody else to talk to. So yeah, I was trying to help out a couple people that came in that said they bought these guns. But yeah, somebody had said something about an RPG. So here is a Soviet Russian RPG too. This one has the mount for the side rail for the scope. And this is kind of interesting too. If you look here, you can clearly see the Polish radom circle 11 mark. So this would have been something that was originally made in Russia because it definitely has Russian proofs on it. And either the scope mount was made in Poland or this gun was sent, or this RPG was sent to Poland after the fact. But that's definitely a Polish circle 11 mark, no questions asked. And then you have basically an arrow here, which this would be, I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong, but the Podolsk arsenal in Russia. Okay. You could either use the flip up iron sights or, again, this has the scope rail right here. But yeah. RPG. This guy's got an RPG. GKY, I'll call you. GKY. All right, guys. I can't hold out forever. This is a demilled RPG. So, nope. By ATF standards, this is actually just a, wall hanger / collectible / whatever. But yeah. I mean, it was originally a real one, but by the time they drill the hole in it and they take the firing pin components out of it, it becomes to the point where it's no longer considered to be an actual, RPG. Yeah, like Josh just said. How's it going, Josh, by the way? Demilled, exactly. Demilled. But the trigger still works. There's just no firing pin in it anymore. And they drilled a hole equal to the size of the barrel into the side of it. So, yeah. Oh, geez. The man you wish you were. I kept my mouth shut when I saw that RPG. It's not going to reach all the way to there, man. Come on. But yeah, they're pretty cool. They're a nice conversation piece. Something to just kind of collect, and you could use it as a wall hanger to decorate with, really. About the closest most of us are going to be able to get to one of these is a demilled one with a hole in the side. I don't know. It's kind of fun. Lob around across the shop, Cave Dave says. Oh, man. I've got too much work to do this weekend. I don't have time to rebuild a whole wall of the shop, right? If this would work. Tree guy, no problem, man. I just wanted to show you the saws and see what you thought. And yeah, he said, sorry about the gun. It sucks to get something doesn't work. Yeah, I talked about it, for quite a while tonight. A couple new guys came in. new to the stream tonight, in other words. And hey, I know how it feels looking for someone to talk to about it, for sure. All right, I'm just going to take one look at the chat here, guys. I've been on for quite a while tonight. It's getting a little bit late here. It's well after midnight. So if anyone else has any last-minute questions, or throw them in there. I'm just going to scroll through real quick here in the chat. Dog Dad, if you're still there, I appreciate it, man. The honest reviews are what sets you apart from the rest. Yeah, I'm just being honest. Maybe I shouldn't have even brought this out tonight, but at the same time, I'm like, ugh. Because I was excited to have something cool to do videos on and talk about, Tree Guy, if it was me, I'd be talking about it for days. Yeah, bums me out to get something like that. I'm a little bummed out. I am. Oh, geez. After midnight, we're going to let it all hang out. You must have been talking to poor conservative. He was saying something like that earlier. He was something I said in the intro of one of my videos. He came up with a couple little burns on me, if you will. Uh-oh. Where are we sending? Where am I sending out? When am I sending out the Tang Foglio? It wasn't where. He said when. Oh, I forgot to mention, too, the other thing. See the weld mark here? They welded a steel rod all the way through this thing, too. So, yeah, this is like one more thing they did during the demilling process, right? All right, guys, I'm going to get off here. It's been fun. Had fun hanging out with you guys. Might not have been the most fun topic tonight, but I just wanted to show you guys in case you had your hopes up on one. And, I'm not telling you guys whether to buy one or not. I never tell you guys what to buy or not buy. You guys can think for yourselves. Just wanted to put out the info, and if you guys have the chance to get one, good luck to you, and God bless you if you do, because you're going to need the luck. I'll tell you that. But, yeah, do what you got to do. I would never, ever tell someone to buy something or not to buy one. Just wanted to show you guys what I saw. All right, I'm going to head out. Good night to you guys. You guys are all saying bye. I appreciate it. And like Rockford said, that's not a bad idea. I have every right to run it. I bought it. So sounds good. I might do that. Orion Fixer, how's it going, man? And good night. All right, guys. I really appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys. And I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for all the thumbs up, too. You guys are awesome. All right. Thanks for watching. And have a good one.